guys have been adventuring in Toivoa. Most recently, here in the town of Enland Point, as you guys worked over the past several weeks to disrupt a organization known as the 12 Spiders and a foothold that they had established here in town underneath a specific bookstore. Last week, you guys managed to rescue a young man named Suki from within that foothold and got rewarded for leaving no alive people down in the location. What you didn't tell people is that some of the people had gotten away. So,
No one I
you
saw.
guys are currently still, I believe, tired, as you have not gotten a long rest after doing your thing. But you guys are currently at the Rusty Lobster. And we will get you over there. And you guys just got done talking to Skias Cross. What would you guys like to do as he has taken his leave of you guys and left you here at the table?
So I just to pause before we play.
Yes, sir.
I updated Sirenscape. It seems like it just defaulted to my own game. I don't know if I'm in the Toivoa
I may
one.
need to link that again. That should be in the helpful links on www.gameric.com.
That's what I was gonna ask.
I have the same problem where I'm connected and I have the new version, but it
I just assume I have to connect directly to that again, so I'll do that.
Yeah, do that relinking there. It should work.
Thank you.
There's one view, and
out there, I think got in.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. And
it says I'm in.
Yep.
All right.
Cool. I'm gonna restart the sounds.
Oh yeah, I hear it.
There we
with
are.
a lovely Wilhelm scream.
Yep.
Check
Loud and clear.
Cool. So, as you guys find yourselves post dinner here in the Rusty Lobster,
they're still at the table with us, right?
They have left. You can call them back if you'd like, but they were about to leave the actual tavern.
One more thing before you go.
All right. Who are you calling over, Leslie or Skias Cross?
Skias. It's directed to Skias, but it's really just to their group.
Yes. As he comes over and just stands at the end of the table.
I was told a few things about our ship. Namely, there'd be a coin added to it. Also, I think we said
that
you
was
would.
a consideration.
No, I think it was agreed. Also, yeah, I think we talked about getting one of the rooms cleaned.
I understood that the room cleaning was going to be taken care of, so that has already been taken care of. I believe you'll find that it smells of cinnamon now. And
just making sure.
Whoever the artist was quite adept. Did you want the markings removed or simply the cleaning done?
I kind of assumed you would get rid of the markings too.
Oh, well, the room was clean. We didn't know if the decorations were intended or not.
No.
Those were a relic of our friend Pitney's stay on the ship. I'd be happy to let them go, personally.
Okay, I will have that done.
Appreciate it.
Of course. Is there anything else other than the removal of several bits of creative artwork?
Out of character. Well, I guess in character.
And the front of it. That's all patched up?
Yes, that's already been fixed.
Is the Rusty Lobster an inn as well as a tavern?
It is. There
I
are
wouldn't mind
rooms
spending a night on shore.
Okay. Well, I wish you adieu then. Have a wonderful evening. If you do decide to stay here, I do recommend finding a key for your room and ensuring your valuables are stored securely.
Oh, hey, before you go, Do you know
Yes,
anything
sir.
about the potion vendor that the person who lent us the potions before we went in to deal with the 12 spiders?
What about them?
Wesley?
Who are they again?
I believe the gentleman that you are looking for was unnamed and would prefer to stay sud. However, if you wish to know more about him, you can find him down at that same location down the alleyway.
Okay, so the potion vendor was also the same person selling the other trinkets in the alleyway.
Indeed.
Thanks for the information.
Of course.
Well,
Was
as
there
you were.
anything else? Thank you for the dismissal, sir.
Coin nods.
You can tell he's slightly offended, but at the same time he smiles in the "I might kill you later" sort of way.
It's definitely
might
the "you're
be-
too cute to kill" way.
You can maybe tell Coin intended that effect.
Oh, of course. He
Or
will
at least he was
bow at the
indifferent to it.
waist, do the whole superfluous arm wave, and then back away from the table. So, you guys want to get rooms here at the Rusty Lobster?
Coin says out loud.
Sure.
Did we ask him where to go next? Because I did.
I didn't either, but they have a way of finding us. I don't think we'll have any problem figuring out where to go next.
It's good enough for me.
Is if there's like a drink or food or whatever on the table, Coin's just gonna peck
Yeah.
at it.
You guys have plenty of food and drink on the table.
So you
Suki
planning
has
on-
stayed at the table with you guys, by the way.
Oh yeah.
And then you plan on
How you
staying here?
feeling, Suki?
Yes, I'd be happy to stay here. I mean, pretty tired. I know I did sort of, in a sense, sleep for 3 weeks, but in a sense, I also haven't slept in 3 weeks and feel like that.
I think you might have been sleepwalking. Sleep
That
crawling?
may have, sadly, that may have actually been more productive than what I was up to. But nonetheless, I could use the rest. And if there's rest just upstairs, I'll probably take that.
You know, Suki, you're shockingly resilient. The more I think about it, I mean, 3 weeks? How are you even still awake right now?
Well, the more you get to know me, the less shocking it'll become.
Did they give you food when they sent you down? Because they didn't give me food.
I was not given food, no.
Would
Oh,
you
okay,
like
we're
some
fine
more
then.
food?
Feels like a little bit of an oversight now that you mention it.
Hey, you should have negotiated it.
Well, he will, he's gonna find a room unless you guys have any other plans for this evening before just crashing.
Isn't it like 5 in the morning?
Yes.
Like when we
It
were
is?
there all night? Yeah.
I
Oh,
mean, what's
well,
open for us to make plans? Honestly.
Normally, this would be the time when I'd offer to buy shots for the table, but let's save that for after we rest.
Crystal looks disappointed.
A shot of
Little bit.
melatonin, maybe.
What am I saying? Shots now and shots later.
Yay, shots!
I don't need any shots right now. I'm pretty tired.
The waitress will
Maybe.
come by and provide you with shots.
5 a.m. shots.
Rusian like looks at the shots and looks back at everyone else in the party and is like looking to see if people are picking it up.
I drink mine as soon as it hits the table.
Sam.
All right.
Rusian kind of like
Constitution
gingerly
saving
takes.
throws, please.
Rusian kind of gingerly takes a drink and drinks it after seeing other people start drinking.
Okay. Saphira, you're fine. Crystal's fine. Ruzid, you're fine.
You might as well have
Just to
spit into a
clarify-
bowl and handed it to me.
This drink isn't a downer, right?
No.
I did ask.
I have to.
All
Does
Coin will
wine
drink
have a
it.
shot?
Coin will drink it. He knows what'll happen.
Okay.
A waste of money.
Crystal's like, that was such a waste.
I'm not paying for it.
I would have taken that.
Eric, what does it taste like?
It's a nice, spicy caramel type, kind of a good bourbon.
All right.
I think that's a good way to describe a good bourbon is a spicy caramel.
It's different.
All right. Who's excited to get some hit points back?
So, you guys all getting rooms here?
I think so.
Okay.
Yep.
There
Nah.
are 6 rooms upstairs.
Before anything, Coin is gonna make it clear he's not paying for a room. He's gonna sleep on the ship unless someone is just like getting rooms for everybody.
I'm with Coin. I don't want to stay here.
I got my own room, 4 blocks over. Why am I gonna stay here? Where a bunch
like
of
I'm gonna
random people are.
Sleep in the bed.
Yeah,
There's
I've
no
slept on the
bed.
I've slept on the deck for the last couple of nights. I wouldn't mind not even a soft bed, but just a bed with a pillow would be pretty nice. I'll take the room here.
Mhm.
I kind of agree with
I'm
Bryn
not-
on this one.
I mean,
Cool.
I sleep
Point
best under the
shrugs.
stars on the open sea, so I will head to the ship as well.
surprised no one's just bought a pillow by now. I mean, you've been on the ship.
We
I
should
feel
buy
like-
a pillow.
That's such a good idea.
Okay, whenever we
I'm
have
adding
some
it to the
actual
shopping
opportunities
list.
to buy a pillow coin.
Pillows.
I mean,
pillows,
they don't-
pillows.
Now.
It'll do much for me, underwater. But I mean, I'm just saying, I'm surprised no one else got one.
I mean, maybe we'll
Sometimes
get
you
some
wanna
tomorrow.
bask.
How about that?
Yeah, I mean, I'd use a pillow. I actually like that idea, Tati. We should get those.
Something large and cushiony.
Large and cushiony.
Awfully vague.
When
of you,
Tati goes shopping, it's going to be like massive beanbags that show up on the.
Nice.
I found pillows.
All right. So, you guys getting rooms, or are you guys going to the ship?
Coin is
Half and half.
I think
intending.
we're splitting.
Quitting.
I think it's
Coin's
yeah,
going to
it's
the
basically
ship.
half and half.
He's just
Coin's
waiting
going
for
to the
like
ship.
Split
room
the
clear.
party. 5 a.m. shots, and then we split the party.
You know when you put it like that.
We
All
make
right.
only the best decisions. Let's go.
Yep.
How much is a room?
So,
How much
they
is
are
a
going to
room?
be 2 gold pieces because this is a fairly nice establishment.
Worth it.
I make a point when I hand over the 2 gold. I make a point to ask for the key if I'm not given a key.
They will provide you with a key to your own room,
Excellent.
unless you wish to share with someone.
I think Bryn needs a moment. I think Bryn needs a night to recuperate by himself.
Bruce
Fair.
is also gonna kind of climb up onto the like concierge desk to go ask for a room key,
Okay.
and they have their 2 gold in hand.
2 gold pieces. They provide you with a room key.
Yeah, Bryn, I have a question for you.
Sure.
What was it like when you first started having the sort of magical powers that you have now?
It was weird, because, well, I was a teenager, and a lot of things happen to you when you're a teenager. And first it was all the sort of
Would you
normal
like to
stuff.
explain that to us?
No, I would
He's
not.
doing so right now.
But then other stuff started happening that they didn't tell me was gonna happen. And so, I mean, it was pretty frightening. Just to see. I mean, when I woke up with the clockwork gear on my arm, at first nobody else could see it, and I thought I was going crazy. But then, I mean, soon after that, I started shouting. Once I shouted at someone to leave me alone, and they got this kind of glazed look in their eye. And one of the teachers at school saw it and thought there might be some magic coming out. And so I mean, after that, it was pretty cool to be able to do magic, but not a lot of the other kids at the school could do magic. And so, I mean, I was already kind of different just because my mom was an elf, and everybody else was a human. So that being able to do magic and having gears spinning on my arm all the time, that didn't really help much.
It's just I've been feeling a little bit different when we left the spider's den. Like something more changed. I don't know. I couldn't. Maybe. And like Ruzik kind of closes their eyes for a moment, and you see them kind of just relaxing, and you see the green like splotches over Ruzik's body glow for just a second, and you see a spark kind of hop between their hands.
That seems pretty familiar, actually. Bryn takes out his magic wand, and just using prestidigitation just makes like a little shower of sparks come out. And the gear, which is normally spinning at sort of a constant rate, right now it's spinning pretty slowly because Bryn's really tired. But as when Bryn casts a spell, the gear, the rotation of the gear just changes a little bit. There's like a little jump, and if you're paying attention, it's visible. And that seems... maybe you could do magic too, and it just manifested. How old are you? I don't know when magic usually manifests in a person. I guess for me it was during adolescence, but I suppose I don't really know how old you are. Are you an adult? Are you a...
I mean, us kobolds mature in only a few years, but I'd say I'm quite a fair bit past that. But I don't really, not sure how exactly. I mean, I definitely matured fully in a way, but it's just, I don't know. My lifespan is kind of uncertain. I don't know much about kobold and dragon hybrids. I mean, I'm the only one I know.
You're not the only one with a mother and a father of I forgot I wasn't the only one with a mother and a father of different reasons.
I thought that sentence was going to end earlier.
Yeah. Well, I guess if you ever want me to try and teach you something, I could try. But not tonight. I think I'm exhausted, and if I tried to teach you to make a fireball, we'd probably burn down the building.
Well, I wasn't asking for much help now. It was just on my mind, and I needed to get it off of my mind before I went to bed.
Yeah.
Maybe I could try to learn some stuff about those tattoos that I remember one of my others in the tribe. They were, I forget their name. They were a master of it. Maybe they'll come to me in the morning.
That sounds pretty useful. At this point, Bryn is struggling to physically stay upright.
Anyways,
And
I think I'm gonna head to bed as well.
Yeah.
And, he starts heading up the stairs.
Yep. I'm also going upstairs.
Okay. You hear someone sneaking up behind you.
Oh, you just caught me. Right as I responded in chat.
Okay.
But yeah, I can't imagine he has any hesitation. But he also is probably not suave. So I imagine he genuinely opens with like, oh yeah, oh my god, come on in, I'll show you some of these like inventions I've been working on. And unless you stop him, that is 100% what the only thing he is socially adept enough to know to do.
You want to see my Lego Pyramid of Giza?
Yeah, exactly. 100%. Yeah, fully.
Crystal's just gonna walk in and she's going to immediately start getting ready for bed.
Which involves what exactly?
Like washing her face and
Okay.
like all the like washing her hair.
Okay.
But she's not gonna bathe. She's just gonna wash her hair.
Okay.
And she's gonna
That's
listen to Suki talk about his inventions.
Okay. Cool.
Mhm.
All right. You guys look over, and there are two twin beds in the room.
Defective place.
Who's to say how long that's the case?
Oh,
Is this 4 gold for a room? King is
That was
a
the master
master
suite.
suite.
I love that it did not take long for a couple of you to immediately be like, then were we overcharged or undercharged? Hang on.
Yeah.
Financial implications of what we're actually getting. Is it a large room? You said it's nice.
Yeah, it's nice. It's got its own little washroom. There's a bathtub there. Next to the bathtub, there's a chess set for some reason. And the chess set is currently in the middle of a game.
Nice.
Currently in the middle of a game. Okay.
Yep. It's set up so that whoever's in the bathtub is currently playing white. There is no other chair in the bathroom. It's kind of weird.
So whoever's playing chess is standing up. Playing chess with somebody lying in a bath. That is an awkward thing to imagine.
That's what I was thinking.
Just waits for no one.
Yeah, exactly.
But otherwise, yeah, it's got a little dresser, a mirror, got a armory rack for each of the beds, so you can take your armor off and hang it up on the actual armoring stand. If you guys don't know what an armoring stand is, they're awesome for hanging your clothes out for the morning. They're very modern things now. But yeah, it's a nice room. There's a rug, very thick rug, and it's quiet, nice, clean. So, you guys going to bed after you show off your inventions?
Yes, which is not a euphemism in this case, surprisingly. Go ahead, Crystal or Rosie.
Crystal's gonna look at Suki and be like, is this our room? Did you get 2 bet? She's gonna look at you. I thought there was a suite, like the big one. Like I wanted the big room.
Oh, is that the case?
Is a single one of those beds big enough for a centaur? It's like
I was actually
space-wise?
curious about. I was going to ask about like but then I was like, well, we can hand wave it.
Yeah, this is the only room that he purchased.
I think that's probably too low, Eric. So I think I whispered it to you, and I think Suke is going to be like, yeah, that's got to be fixable, right? And we'll just head downstairs to see if there's a suite available.
There is a suite available. It will cost you 5 gold.
What is?
But
What
there
was
are
his
2
starting
rooms,
What do we have here?
each with a king-size bed, and you will have a hand servant for the evening.
I don't know about that part, but
What is that a euphemism? What is a hand servant?
They
No, I think
come
that's
in
somebody
and
that's
they
like-
will.
like somebody that's dedicated to like giving you.
They're going to,
Takes
if you
care of
want
your
back
hands,
scratches, they'll give you
obviously.
back scratches. If you want massages, they'll give you massages. If you want a hot bath, they'll bring the hot water for you.
Perfect.
Yeah, anything you need, they will be at hand, is kind of what it means.
Yeah, I forgot how. Yes, 5 gold is easy. Great. 5 additional or 5 total?
5 total gold for the suite. You already paid 2 gold for that other room.
Crystal just looks at you because she's expecting you to pay for it.
Oh yeah, I think he was expecting to pay for it too. Yeah, no, that's all fine.
Oh, she picked
All
so
right.
well.
I think we're supposed to be asking for a key. I think there's supposed to be a key involved, but besides that,
They will provide you with the key to the suite.
wonderful.
And you guys can go upstairs. It's the last room at the end of the hall. You guys walk in, and there are 2 doors left and right. And yeah, they lead to different bedrooms. There's a little kitchenette in there and everything.
Nice. As we're on our way there, because I think Crystal is probably somebody who would find this fact interesting. I'd say, in fancier places, I'm sure you already know this, but The suite often gets its own floor. We'd go upstairs, and the only door down this hallway would be the suite at the end of the hall. It's very grandiose, but when you're walking down a whole hallway with no doors, just towards the one that's going to be your suite, feels very cool. Feels very nice.
It's like a private elevator that opens to your room.
Ooh, even nicer. I like that.
Crystal's a fan of elevators.
We support.
All right.
Well, there you go. There is an entire suite.
Cool.
Perfect.
And Suke will probably, as you fade through the night, will probably be able to be cajoled into buying any amount of room service or wine or whatever. Although he's probably going straight to like crashing immediately. You could still, should you be trying to convince for like room service or breakfast or wine or whatever, I'm sure he could be convinced to do all of that.
Sounds
How much
good.
are you going to get Suki to pay for your room service? How much are you going to make him spend, Crystal?
Oh, sorry. Well, Crystal's gonna get in the bath, and she's going to. She wants a massage,
Sure.
and she definitely wants a snack because she was drinking, and I think probably just some water, and then I'm
Okay.
assuming that Suki's gonna go to bed, and
Sure.
so she's gonna get out of the bath.
Fully
and...
asleep. Yeah. Within like 5 minutes of you being in the bath, he's fully asleep in like a coma. Yeah.
And she's just gonna get into bed next to him when she gets out of the bath, and she's gonna fall asleep.
In his bedroom. Got it. Cool.
Drooling profusely onto the pillow.
She's gonna pretend like you can't see that.
Awesome. All right, cool. Then we will fade to black there as nothing's happening yet. Question mark. And then we will go over to Saphira. I didn't find out where you were going.
To the ship.
To the ship.
3 of us
All right.
are, I assume, just kind of inspecting the ship. We know that it was
Okay.
covered with ropes for protection, but we didn't really stop to get the details. So we're all kind of just standing around like,
Which one are the
Touching all of them.
what are the magic ropes that light a fire? And what are just the rope that keeps it docked?
You look at the ship, and there are ropes everywhere. Coils
Awesome.
upon coils covering the deck.
Is it not
I think
visible?
This one's a
the
normal
difference?
rope, though. I distinctly remember there being a rope here next to the mast last time.
And you're sure of it?
Yeah, I'm gonna pick it up.
You're going to go to pick it up? All right. On a 1 out of 3, it is a normal rope.
They did say they would replace the
That's a
ship if
normal rope.
anything happened.
2/3 of our ropes. Hey, see? Normal rope. No fire, nothing.
You had me 2/3 sweating there, Tati.
My memory is like a steel trap. I've
I
got it
still
all up
think
here.
I still think we don't touch anything. But that's just me.
And Tati
You
sitting
think
there
of
with the
that
rope and like probably touching the mast.
Absolutely touching all the things. Do you think they got that smell out of the bottom yet?
They said they did. So if they didn't, we're gonna have a problem.
Coin will start going down because he wants to make sure what was promised is occurring on the ship.
Sure. I'm gonna need you to roll a dexterity check. Just straight dexterity or acrobatics. Let's do acrobatics or athletics, your choice. To avoid all of the traps that have been placed on your boat.
Okay. Can I look before I start
Sure.
triggering traps?
Yeah, let's roll perception. Awesome. You see a ton of rope all over the deck.
Ropes everywhere.
I'm thinking we maybe don't touch the ship at all. The more I think about it.
Just step over that rope and that other one. And
Eric, I have a
I think
question.
that one's
Yeah,
okay.
can't you leap over them?
Do the ropes affect the pole of the crow's nest and the crow's nest itself? Are they on it?
They are around the mast, so you
Yeah.
can try to jump over them to get to the mast and then climb up the mast. Yeah.
I don't.
Coin's thinking back. I'll say it out of character first. Was it established who had? There was like a vial. Something about phase 2. Was it established who pocketed that?
Yes.
Bryn
I thought it
has
was Bryn. Yeah.
Yep.
Coin's going to. I'm assuming, having remembered this, he's gonna say,
There was something else involved. There was like a vial. I thought the vial would set them off, but maybe that's how we turn them off. I mean, I hope we could turn it off. Otherwise, what's the point of getting the ship?
You think we should get Bryn's vial and pour it out over the ship and the ropes?
I don't want to do anything without knowing what it does. I'm just spitballing here.
Got it. I mean, he's all the way back at the Rusty Lobster anyway. Let's just wait until this afternoon.
Yeah. The one problem, I was gonna go knock out on the ship. I'm not going on the ship right now.
Not even on the mast?
I mean, you look at the mast and see if it's covered in ropes, right?
The path to it was covered in ropes.
Yep.
And I suppose there's some ropes up there holding the sail in place
Yep.
and stuff.
Unless you, I mean, he's looking at it. Unless you see,
I
like,
really
roughly.
remember those ones on the sail being there before, though. They're probably fine.
Unless there's like a solid 6 feet of uncovered mast, I'm not liking this idea.
You're not liking this idea.
Nope.
Do you want me to grab your bucket? We'll just put it on the dock.
I'm not sleeping on the dock. People just walking by. This is why I have a ship.
He says, frustratingly, staring at his ship that he cannot go on.
Alright, I'll make a path.
I commend the effort, Tati, but this,
No, I've got.
given some of the mistakes, you know, that the people we work with have made, not making names, it's just maybe we don't do anything else.
Okay.
tonight.
Can I cast around for a like a pole? Is there a 10-foot pole lying on the dock somewhere? I will
On
also
the
take
docks?
a paddle.
Yeah, there would be paddles on the docks. Yeah,
All right.
What
I'd
are you,
like to-
especially down in your dinghy.
Kathy?
You
What
do
are you
have that
doing with
dinghy.
I'm gonna make you a path.
the? You're not gonna touch the ropes, are you?
No.
Because if that happens, you know, kaboom.
That's a damn lie.
So I'm gonna go touch the ropes.
Coin's gonna stop
I'm
you.
gonna just like push him out of the way with the paddle.
I think maybe we do. I'll buy a room. All right, I'll buy the room. It's nobody touch
No,
my
it's all
ship.
right.
Tati is brandishing a paddle and going up the ramp. You're going to stop her.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Please roll your athletics check to grab a hold of Tati. Tati, acrobatics or athletics to dodge being grabbed?
Well, he's going for the paddle. And he's not trying to like poison Tati.
Mhm.
Let's see. What can I even do? Don't suppose the Arcana would help. No. All right.
Counter grab.
She slips
I
through your
think-
fingers.
Ooh.
Tati, before you do anything, just stop
I'm
and I want you to. Can
Yes,
you
go ahead.
discern the ropes just by looking at them? Can you prove that?
Well, I discerned the first one.
You discerned it? Can you?
Yep.
How?
It's like a feeling you get when you look at it and you're like, I've seen that one before.
Yeah, I've seen it before across the entire ship. I don't. You're not convincing me. Okay, Tati, just consider worst case scenario here, right?
Mhm.
We can't walk. where we need to go.
All right, maybe you can't, and I'm gonna go walk past him
No, I
onto
would
the ship.
swim.
I'm gonna try to just
Alright.
nimbly. But first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull out my short sword, kind of twirl it around, and begin a blade song.
Breaking into
Mutiny.
our own ship.
And
Okay.
then,
I just
Then
want to make
I
sure
will
you
just
can
try
sleep
to
in your own
nimbly,
bed
No, you're not.
tonight.
like just find a path through the ropes, just kind
Coin's gonna
of
try and stop
using
him.
footwork, leaping.
All right. It's
Like,
going to take you 3 steps to get somewhere. Okay?
okay,
So we're going to find out how many of these trapped ropes are going to be there. All right. The first 2 steps are fine. The third one is a trapped rope. Please roll a dexterity saving throw.
Got this.
Let me find it again.
Woo!
Okay. With the 20, you dodge the rope. You are fine.
Saphira walked 3 steps. It's amazing. You got this.
Before the 4th, I need to know how much money do you have on you for now before I have to take it away.
Just all the money you gave me. And probably all the money you gave her too.
All right, it's Saphira. I need to know how much we have to replace the ship after this.
Alright, me? How much money do I have?
You. Yes, you.
Hey, that seems like rather private information, don't you? Don't you think?
No, it doesn't to me actually.
Alright, well, more than 1,000 gold, less than 10,000.
Are you gonna make me guess? It's all right. I'll grab it
Yeah,
afterwards.
you're welcome. Too. But alright, it's simple. Just follow the same path I did.
Okay.
Coin's looking at the pad.
You know that there's a magical trap rope in the 3rd spot.
But the first 2 are still up in the air.
First 2
Yeah.
are clear.
All right. How many more of those do you have to walk through?
3 more to get down into the hold of the ship.
Oh,
I'm gonna do it.
If you turn around, you're gonna risk throwing another one up. So I'd almost maybe be better if you just keep going.
progress
I'm gonna
features.
pull out my rapier just in case Coin has something bad happen to him with the ropes.
Coin's not intent on walking forward yet.
I'm intent on making that happen.
Alright. Good to know. Coin is just kind of watching Saphira's position right now. He's like,
I don't know. This is beyond control.
She's so quick in a fight. She's like, this is so easy for her.
Yeah, with so much time to think it through too. Oh wait.
You ready to go, Saphira? 3 steps to the cargo hold?
Yeah.
All right. All 3 steps. Need 3 dexterity saving throws. Gotta be 17s. And Saphira gets wrapped up in a rope.
Oh my god.
Oh, good news. The
I
ship's still
I
here.
had a copper piece for every time that happened.
Boy,
I'm gonna go help.
you hear someone's on the ship in your head.
Oh, my conscience is a little louder than usual.
I'm assuming Coin can clue in that is related to the magic. But he's just
Yeah.
making a little quip.
Mhm.
So he's making note. He's just kind of filling in his assumption based on previous conversation with something to do with fire. It seems that this rope is only kind of subdued Saphira, right? Nothing else, no other
Correct.
effect.
Saphira is completely entangled like a mummy in rope.
I would like to go help cut her free.
Okay. As you step towards her, I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw. Because she's 1 step past that 1 magical rope. You do have advantage because you know it's there. It is 17. You're good. You get over there and you're able to cut Saphira free.
Okay, so that one was trapped though. That was a trapped rope. Got it.
Yep.
I
Still is,
No.
actually.
oh actually the fact that Quite said it, I wouldn't grab it again. Okay, I'll try.
I would hope so.
I was going to absentmindedly grab it and then throw it into the ocean, but having heard that now, I think I actually wouldn't. So I will try to take those last 2 steps.
All right. 2 more dexterity saving throws. The first one's fine.
Hey, Tati, going, this is easy. Just one more.
Ah! And she's... You guys watch in humored bliss as Saphira is wrapped up in a rope and falls down the cargo hold.
Oh!
She is now dangling there upside down.
You disarm with surgical precision, Saphira. Think you missed the spot, though.
Alright, I'm gonna go.
Just making me a hammock.
Tati, let her down.
Do you want to keep it? I mean, we can make a proper hammock. I even know some other hammocks. I'm gonna cut her down.
Okay. All right. So you guys have a path all the way down to the cargo hold so that you guys can rest for the evening, for the day.
Can Coin perceive it as safe to do a longer hop to where these ropes have kind of already moved?
Yes.
Okay. He's gonna hop over the mast and the remaining rope.
Sure.
Our monk doesn't want to do dexterity saving throws.
All good. You send the trap springer ahead. You're good.
Oh, you know what? You're right. We can't go to the ship tonight. Good work.
How's it smell down here?
Never do that again.
And then he
Smells
starts
nice.
going on.
Smells like
I will promise
a
nothing
mix of mint and bleach.
Ugh. I mean, that's yeah. I can work with this.
He's gonna
It's a
poke his head in the
strong
room.
Yeah,
And
it's cleaned up. The walls have been whitewashed. You don't see any of Pitney Bone's vandalism. The place is pretty dang spotless.
I'm gonna miss the fan
Whoever
art
they
a
had
little
come in
bit.
here and did, whoever they had come in here did a good job.
Coin finds this sufficient.
All right.
Pokes his head out. I'm assuming he does a little round on the ship to make sure everything's still there, but I don't think he's too worried about it.
Sure.
At some point, Coin is gonna think he wants to take out his bucket, but there's nothing in it. So he's thinking about how can I get water in this without triggering a rope.
Well, you know the path out now, so you can easily walk that path out.
So at some point, Coin's gonna go back up, hop, I assume back to the port, and find easy access to the water, to the seawater. Fill up his bucket. We'll probably throw it in the bag of holding upright. Hop back in, keep it straight, and then pull it out when he's back on the ship. And you'll see Coin just hauling his bucket back into his office space at the back of the ship.
My room.
Awesome. All right. So, unless someone has something else they want to do, we're going to go ahead and hit that long rest button.
Can I do one thing?
Yeah.
Just because my long rest is a little bit shorter than my companions.
Mhm.
And because I heard Coin say that he was missing the fan art a little bit, can I find not a lot of paint, just whatever might be left that I can do a little bit of Coin fan art?
Sure. You've spent 4 hours meditating, and then you have 4 hours left to do fan art. Are
It's
you
not
fan
commission,
arting
right?
the entire door, or how much
No,
fan
no.
art are we doing?
I think it's it's kind of maybe a little bit creepy, but just because it's just black I mean, it's a little better than like stick art
Okay.
that just like kind of tells the story of, you know, a frog who arrived, you know, in a glow of moonlight and
Oh yeah.
took an elf on a journey, and they were attacked by vile men of the law, and
I can hear the Legend of Zelda theme behind me.
I'm just doing like there's like kids like creepy stick art. It's not
As your
totally
lovely GM,
completely.
I'm going to ask for an example to be put in Discord.
The kids are crayoning the walls again.
Well, I think it's not a totally different concept to telling the story on a death mask,
Right.
but it's like a little Shadarkai elf telling the story on the wall.
I understand. I would love to see the hieroglyphics of this placed in Discord.
You go find a crayon.
I'm gonna go find a crayon. Cool. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I think it would be funny.
If I can find a black crayon, we will have some hieroglyphics.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
All right. So go ahead and hit that long rest button. Go ahead and confirm it. Get your spell slots, your hit points back, everybody. And you guys will be nice and rested. Right around 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
It's been a while.
All right. So, Ruzid, you went to the ship, or did you get you got your own room? So,
Yeah, I got my
with
own.
your own room, you are in a very large bed for you. It's like a kid in his own little hotel room. 2 twin beds, just the whole hotel room to yourself. What do you do when you wake up?
Roots, it's kind of they're kind of the first thing they do when they get up is they're gonna try to do the same trick they did again that last night with the sparks, and so
Okay.
they'll close their eyes, and then the green spots or their body will glow again, and the sparks come out. It's kind of like Ruzit's like kind of like trying to like it's kind of like pinching themselves. They like think it's not. They weren't sure if what happened last night was really real, and they're trying to just process.
For my information, what are the sparks mechanically?
Prestidigitation.
Okay. So, are these sparks something that would be igniting things?
No, they're just harmless.
Okay.
Like a
All right.
firefly.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. So you are fully rested. You going to leave your room, or is there any preparation you want to do before leaving your room, Rusid?
After that, they're just gonna go immediately leave the room and get a table in the tavern down below, waiting for their other companions to wake up.
Cool. Bryn, you have your own room.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
I'm assuming that Bryn has been in hotel rooms by himself before.
Probably. Or just rooms, rooms in probably nothing quite this nice.
The dorms weren't this nice?
All the dorms might have been about this nice. They were certainly relatively clean, but the dorms were also pretty sparse. This is probably bigger than any hotel room that Bryn, like any inn or dorm room that Bryn has stayed in. But he didn't really notice because he basically just got in. He had just enough like consciousness left to lock the door, and then he doesn't wear armor, so he probably just immediately crashed on one of the beds and went to sleep.
All right. You wake up. Is there anything you'd like to do this morning?
Not especially. Probably pretty hungry. Yeah, just gather up. Remembers the comment that Skius Cross made, and Bryn's gonna go through his possessions and just to make sure that none of the spell scrolls are missing or anything like that, and check that the door is still locked. And then open it, and then grab all his stuff and head downstairs. Oh, actually, Bryn's gonna attune to the staff of... Bryn's going to unattune to the brooch of shielding and attune to the spider staff.
Okay. Cool.
I think that's...
Did you remember to lock the door last night?
I did not get to roleplay going into my room. I intended to lock the door because I made a point of asking for the key. But if you want me to like roll for it because my character is really tired, that's totally fine as well.
That's perfectly okay. Since you asked for the key, I'm going to go ahead and give you the benefit of the doubt on that. And then we move on to our lovely not couple. Suki and Crystal, can I get you guys to roll D100s to find out who wakes up first? Higher number wakes up first.
Someone's
All right,
sleeping
Suki. Suki. Oh yeah, someone's sleeping in. Yeah, Suki, you wake up. Crystal is in the bed next to you, fresh out of the bath.
Well, fresh-ish. It is 8 hours later, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. Just clarify. Like, I'm waking up we're 4 p.m. or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think one of his first priorities would probably be getting coffee for everybody.
Okay.
At least the two of us. So he gets the artificer armor can be donned and doffed as an action. So he goes to the armor rack and he kind of like he shakes it out a little bit and then and it's just like this sheet of scales. He kind of like tosses it at himself. And the only analogy I could think of, I was trying to think of one, is like, you know, those slap bracelets like from the 2000s and 90s that like you very little effort and they just kind of like wrap around you. He kind of does that and the scales like cling to his body, but then sort of sink in. So it's not a particular, as far as armor goes, it's not particularly obvious. He then spends the minute, assuming Crystal was comfortable for it. I forgot to roleplay it, but I realize it's creepy if you don't explain it. So he'd explain what he does and then ask. But his traditional like hotel room method for security, especially because he doesn't know if another set of keys were made, is he locks. I put it in the chat. Is he locks the door, and with like his artificer skills and tinker tools and whatnot, he breaks the lock in a way that sticks it closed. So even if other people have a key, it won't work. And then in the morning, he just casts mending on the lock, and goes about his day.
It's at that point that you realize that servant is sitting in the little foyer between the two rooms on a little stool and watching you do this.
Bartholomew, Bertrand, Barry,
Butler.
Garfield.
Yes. Butler.
Oh, well, I mean, is that nominative determinism, or is that just...
It's my position, sir.
Your mom named me that?
Yeah, well, I mean, hey, if your mom named you that, what other job are you going to get when you grow up? I feel like I should call you something else. All right, that's fine.
I haven't been able to leave because you broke the lock.
Yeah, that checks out. But give me about 15 more seconds on this little spell. We'll be A-okay.
I hope you slept well.
Likewise.
I did not sleep. I was busy watching you.
Wonderful. Very, very normal thing to do.
It's not my place to disturb the residents, even if they have vandalized the room.
For sure. No, I'm distinctly comfortable with the thought of you watching me all night. That's a very comfortable thing for me to be sitting with. And oh my god, the lock is fixed. So, and I open the door.
Thank
what
you,
vandalism?
Sir. Would you like room service for breakfast?
I mean, yeah.
Thank you. I will be back in a moment. And he goes down the hall to get your coffee and breakfast.
Thank you, Leland.
he walks down, and you watch his shoulders sag as he goes down the stairs.
I think that's it for us, or for me.
After about 20 minutes, he comes up with coffee and a small, continental breakfast, a couple donuts, a couple pieces of toast, a couple eggs, some cereal. Crystal, are you waking up, or are you going to be sleeping in?
I think she's gonna wake up from the commotion of Butler's conversation.
Okay.
And when he comes back in, she's just gonna stay in bed and wait for him to bring the breakfast to her in bed.
Okay. Which he will do after looking sideways at Suki and will pointedly say, "There's no need to re-break the lock, sir."
At which Crystal's gonna look at Suki. What?
It's an old expression.
We'll talk about that later.
Sometimes you stay in places that aren't as nice as this, Gary, and when that happens, you gotta make sure you're safe. You understand?
Butler looks at the two of you. "I do not believe the young lady's name is Gary." And he turns and takes the card out of the room.
I think we should hire him. Just
Oh,
hang
Butler?
out.
Yeah, he's nice.
Yeah, it's decent coffee, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's okay. It's got this kind of weird taste because half the beans were cut with chicory.
With what?
Chicory beans? It's not good. It makes coffee kind of bitter.
Oh.
Is it a way of cutting the cost?
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's like
If
watering
you ever
down
go
a
to a coffee shop and they do it, you'll know.
Huh. Fair. Okay.
All right. So, you guys getting dressed and headed out, or is there other things afoot or a hoof?
Yeah, I think
What-
I think for Crystal's part, she's going to. Where are you, Suki? Are you eating next to me?
In
Yeah,
the bed?
I'm imagining the suite, I guess. In my
Would you be
head, there
eating
was
in
like
bed,
a
or are you
small
going to be at the little table?
Like, in my head, there was like a small table, like right at the
Yeah.
foot of the bed, and I think that's where he had like begun to set things up, and then he had already like begun setting those up and sitting and drinking before he realized that you were waiting for Butler to bring them to you, and then Butler brought them to you, and I think he's already there at the table.
Okay. Yeah. So then she's just gonna eat breakfast, and she's gonna offer to she's gonna be offering to feed you and reaching for your coffee to drink your coffee. So she's sharing. Great.
Sure. Wonderful.
So
You react
and
to
yeah,
that, Vicky.
I'm trying to. I don't know. You sort of having written him for months before I got to meet him, know him a little better than I. I'm guessing. I'm imagining, based on what I know of Suke's background, that he's pretty shy. That I'm
Yep.
what I'm replaying in my head are scenes from
Mhm.
Superbad.
Yep.
I'm wondering who else.
Suke more and more.
You're pretty much right there.
that was pretty
Right? Like that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So I think that
Super
sorry,
bad
moving
means
fast.
meets Mean Girls. This is what's happening.
Yeah, basically.
Oh my God!
Quite
Yeah,
the
change Emma
matchup.
Stone from that. Oh my God! But it's Emma Stone. Oh, that's fantastic. No, but change Emma. Yeah, that's fantastic. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. No, I think we. Unless other things are. Unless I'm curious to know what a centaur's morning routine. Anything special? Anything crazy?
No, she's gonna get dressed after eating. She's gonna walk to the bathroom and she's gonna braid her hair in one long braid that looks kind of like a mohawk. And then she's gonna get all her stuff and she's gonna look at you and be like, "Are you getting dressed, or I didn't have other activities planned?"
I think he is as dressed as Suke gets with his little whatever he's got in the art. I think the art has him in like a vest, like a sleeveless vest, and I think that's what I'm going to continue to imagine him as. So, yeah, we'll just lead you downstairs and close and not break the door behind us.
All right. So, the rest of you that are on the ship, you guys will have spent the day restful. There is some commotion outside here and there, but for the most part, it doesn't affect you guys at all. So you guys get your long rest as well. So it gets to be about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Everyone's rested. Everyone's got their food in them. Where you guys want to meet up? What do you want to do?
Well, first off, Coin's gonna get out of his bucket. His thought is like, gotta go over deck and pour this out. He walks out of the room he's in, and I'm assuming, where is the mural that Tati is set up? Is it in the room on the walls, or is it on the door to the room?
I would say it would be on the door to the room.
That's what I
when
was
you open the door, you see
envisioning.
it. Yeah. It's like
Starting
that.
at the top and left room. Or
Lucky
further.
day. What?
He seems pretty excited. He walks up to it. I think he's catches on pretty quick. Like,
Oh, I'm on this. Oh, let's get a look.
and he's going to like really relish in the moon imagery on it because he's big into that.
He's like, oh, Tati's on it too. Oh, Tati made this.
I think he makes this conclusion here. Like,
I mean,
he's thinking to himself, like, yeah, I don't think I've ever seen Saphira draw, so it probably makes sense.
If you look over, Tati's fingers are covered, like her fingertips are all black paint.
Seen Saphira draw lots of times. Every time she attacks, she draws her sword.
Not my kind of draw.
Expert.
I like to imagine Coin's kind of so hyper focused on it, maybe a little self-centered, that he doesn't immediately notice Tati's in the room. So you can probably catch him in a moment of like genuinely, like he's kind of like amped about it. He's like,
oh man, this is awesome. Oh, Tati, that's awesome.
and at some
If
point
you've
he'll
not seen what's in Discord, I heartily recommend you check it out.
I just looked at it.
Tati, you gain inspiration. Easy way to get inspiration there. Good job.
Oh, there's even the corn cob. Oh man.
The corn, you're right. The corn dog.
Oh my
I love
Coin will-
cruising in the back there at the end of the line.
Coin, when he notices Tati's like, I'm guess like meditating in the corner of just like the middle of the ship, he's gonna compose himself. You know, if he had a tie, he'd like pretend to like straighten it, and he'll like give a little golf clap, almost trying to like catch Tati's attention. Heads up a little. He's like,
Very nice. Very, pretty good addition. I think that's gonna raise the selling price of it
Morning, Coin.
whenever that day comes. Good morning.
and go ahead.
We should get some more stuff for the ship. I'm adding paint to the list.
Paint's a good addition, but you can't sit on paint. I mean, you could sit on a bucket, but yeah, let's get some stuff for the ship.
Did Saphira, is she in a room, lower deck?
I assume so.
Okay,
Yep.
I have it. Okay, you can play.
She would not have.
What's Saphira?
She would not have. She would not have come out yet. And if you could smell, I mean, I don't know if the scent. I don't know if the scent would have wafted through you guys out the door, but you'd smell something burning. But it'd be something sweet, more like incense than smoke.
Coin's gonna knock at the door Saphira's in. Say,
Rise and grind.
I am risen, but a little bit busy right now.
Busy. What are you taking up another hobby?
You could say so. There's this trick, meal crewmate Mikwala, who is our boatswain
Okay.
just showed me. So
Can
I'm seeing
Coin
if I can do it.
discern? I'm assuming it's just a smell wafting from the room. Is that what's happening?
Yeah,
I'm curious if this is something Coin can decipher contextually. Like, just based on, I don't know, what he's smelling.
You can smell its incense.
Mhm.
Okay.
Well, we have a plan to go meet back up at what is it? The place?
The Rusty Lobster?
The Rusty Lobster. So,
Saphira, do you want to go shopping? Or carousing?
I do, but this may take an hour or so.
all right.
Then he just starts walking away.
Should we
I
eat
also
breakfast slash lunch slash dinner?
Yeah, I mean, we got rations all over the ship. What else do you need?
That's what I mean. We should use them up before we restock.
Well, I can eat and walk. What, am I going to put them on the table, dear Tati?
We don't have a table coin.
Very, very observant.
he says with a dead expression.
You know what? There is a table. The Rusty Lobster.
Why am I just imagining Pete in the brain?
We don't have a table.
I have an 18 intelligence.
So did Pinky.
I just don't know what to do with it.
Exactly.
I used up all my intelligence drawing last night. I gotta earn the points back.
All right, so you guys are gonna wait for Saphira, or you're gonna leave without her for the time being?
Coin's already
I thought-
walking out.
That's why I was dithering.
Just so it's just for context, Coin took the boots of striding off. They're in his equipment again. He's not wearing them.
Okay.
And he's gonna go over deck. He's not like double checking if Tati's following. He knows Saphira is gonna be here. He's just starting to leave.
All right, me too, me too.
You'll see Coin dumping his bucket over deck into the water, and then throws it in the bag of holding.
Okay.
Well, let's get going then. Saphira knows where to go.
Okay.
Or burn through the rest of the candle or whatever's going on in there.
It did look kind of private.
Yeah, it doesn't concern me. Long as the ship's still there.
Coin stops for a moment, considering the possibility of Saphira leaving left alone with the ship. Worst scenario. Then he remembers they said they would replace the ship, so he shrugs and keeps walking.
I got all my stuff with me.
And he'll start walking to the Rusty Lobster.
Okay.
Can we... I mean, I don't need to roleplay it, but can we, like, detour to, like, every shiny thing on the way? Because we haven't been to Inland Point before, and I've
Yeah,
been to the Rusty Lobster, and...
Coin's not beelining. He's just like, he just wants to move in the morning, or in the day.
Okay. Go explore.
If anything, he's kind of like he's doing mental notes to Tati.
Like, we gotta keep in mind, like, while we're here, what we're picking up, you know? You got the list I asked you to make?
He never asked
I
you to
have
make
the
a
list.
list.
It's in my head.
Good.
Yeah, you're gonna stop on a couple shops along the way. There's one that has little porcelain animals.
Oh my
There's one that has gemstones. There's a variety of shops. There's a little silversmith, a blacksmith shop that makes silverware and household goods.
Was
There's
there?
a cooper.
You said there was a little like animal thing, right?
Yep.
Was there a frog one?
Yeah. The person behind the counter looks at you and does she signs a little bit at you with her right hand
Coin
from
looks
underneath
up
a red robe.
and says,
That's cultural appropriation. Just saying.
She cocks her head sideways and says, "Cultural appropriation."
Yeah. Betty Grung didn't make that. Or if they did, you're not paying them.
Not paying him.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Coin doesn't seem intent on buying it. He just wanted to heckle.
I like to just start a fight first thing in the morning.
We love it.
Sometimes they feel
person
bad and they
behind
give
the
me money.
counter, the person behind the counter looks at you. If you ain't gonna buy anything, get out. In a male voice.
Oh, you probably should have made something worth buying.
Then he starts walking out.
And stay out. In a male voice.
It was pretty nice, though.
He says to Tati.
You hear from the person a door slam. The door has just slightly quietly closed behind you.
All right. Coin seems unaffected.
Okay.
I'm glad we didn't try to steal anything from her.
What?
From her.
With you?
What?
What?
Yeah, just a passing thought that I had. Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What were the other stores you said we had?
Oh, there's silversmiths and there's a cooper, there's a tailor, there's all sorts of different shops here in Inland Point. What are you guys looking to buy? It's at this point that you guys went into that one shop. I'm going to say that the rest of the group will join you down the street here, shopping as well. So if there's a shop you guys want to visit, let me know.
Hey, Bryn.
What's
As
up?
they're walking down the street. You wanna like try to figure out if any of these places might have some magic tattooing supplies? It's pretty
Oh, yeah.
specific, but I feel like
Yeah.
if you're the one that should come with me if that's the route we're going.
Yeah, I don't even know what I'm looking for, so even if we don't find something like that right away, I'd love to go with you and look for stuff, because I bet we'll still find something cool.
It sounds exciting, you know?
I'm right behind you, lead the way.
Picturing like Bryn like waltzing off to get his first tattoo.
I guess Rooted and Bryn are both gonna be like kind of looking around, looking for shops that might indicate that the sort of stuff they're looking for with the magic tattoos. Just trying to look for signage, or maybe like if it's a magical shop, maybe that's a service they offer type of thing.
Okay. Roll an investigation, please.
Okay. 19, not
Nice.
bad.
Nice.
Should I? I'll roll as well because I'm going with him. Only 10.
All right. Bryn, he's taking you to what looks like a very gaudy blue shop. This place is it's like even got bubble letters on the outside of it. And it says Takui Two Claws, Tattoos and More. And
Well, it looks like we certainly
it's
found the place.
very, very clean. All the shiny bits are chromed and highly polished to where you can see your face in them. And it smells very much of blueberries, like wafting out that super strong medicine smell of blueberries.
Well, does this look like the place that you were looking for?
I think it's the best we're gonna get. Let's check it out.
All right. We go inside.
You go inside, there's a leather strap with 8 jingle bells on it. So a jangle happens as you walk in the door. Zing, zing, and you hear, on my way! Be there in a moment. Get yourselves comfortable, take a seat on the couch, and we'll discuss what you need. You look around. There are 2 velvet couches in the little waiting room here. They are bright blue, like bright, eye-piercingly blue on top of dark wood.
We should have brought Crystal. She'd like it here.
I feel like they would like it if it was more pink, not blue.
Just think the vibrant color. Prince choosing his words carefully.
There you are! There you are! And coming out from behind is the largest around tiefling you have ever seen. She is 5'1", absolutely rotund. She's easily, 280 pounds at 5'1". Very large woman, and she's just almost flowing out of her dress. And her nice, very dark blue skin matches the couches, almost a little darker shade than the couches. She walks up to you and kisses you on both sides of your cheeks, Bryn, and then turns over to Ruzid and bends way down where you lose sight of anything else and kisses you on either side of your cheeks, Ruzid. She stands up. Her horns are curled around her ears forward so that the points are actually upwards, like ram's horns. Her long hair is braided in about 10 different braids on the right-hand side, and the left-hand side is all loose. She looks at you. So, why aren't you sitting down? You should be sitting down. Sit down. And she takes your shoulders and sits you guys down on the couch. She sits across from you on the couch and crosses her leg. Her white dress flows up and over, just revealing the top of her knee before covering it again with a little flourish. She is barefoot. She has very nice, sharp hooves that have barbell piercings through the hooves.
Well, Ruzit, my friend here is interested in learning about tattoos, especially magical tattoos.
Learning? Oh,
Yes,
students. Ah, I haven't had student in a long time. Interesting. How many do you have? Let's see them. Go ahead, this room.
Oh,
I have none.
Don't actually have any.
Well,
Come to Takui's
let's say
tattoo
that.
shop.
Well, don't the tattoos disappear after you use them? I've had them at one point in my life, but the tattoo artists in my tribe, well, they're gone now. But their art. It always.
Wait, are the
it always
tattoos gone or
intrigued
the
me.
tattoo artists gone?
The artist is gone.
Oh, such a loss for the world.
I don't know if they're alive or dead, but gone is how I would describe it. But in any case, I know how useful they can be in saving yourself. I remember that they would give different tattoos to our guards when we were defending the tribe. They would protect them in battle.
You speak of the magic tattoos, not
Yes,
the normal
yes.
things. One moment. And she walks up, she stands up, and she looks around. She goes to the front door, looks out the door, closes the door, locks it, pulls the blinds down, and her tail twitches a little bit before she turns and smiles. Now, we were discussing magical tattoos.
Yes. What I was saying is, I want to learn.
What are you in the market for?
Well, I know there's certain spells that can protect you from attacks. That's definitely something I'm interested in learning how to, I guess, write. What would you call it? Stenciling? The art of making a tattoo. What verb?
Have you ever done a tattoo on another person?
No, I'm a novice.
Well? Novice, what is your name, Novice?
I'm Rizid.
Ruzid, nice to meet you. I'm Takui of Tatugui's Tattoos. You are going to have wonderful time learning. I assume this is your canvas? So, let us
Yes.
go and get him in the chair, and we will practice.
Wait, what? Whoa.
Ruse is kind of
I-
going with
I
it, but he
imagine-
looked at
yeah.
Bryn for like a reassurance.
I imagine Ruzin is like manhandling me into the chair.
Yeah. And when Bruce whispers to Bryn, he says, it's gonna be okay.
So, we start
Oh.
with conventional tattoos.
Yeah.
Nothing big, nothing elaborate, nothing fancy or crazy. Must start with conventionals and make you go from there. Yes?
I mean, that
Yes.
makes sense to me. Yeah.
Of course it makes sense. I am Takui. I know everything about tattoos. You want to see mine? Not now. Okay. So,
You can see Ruzin was about to mouth, like, she started saying sure, and then they get cut off when he says not now.
now, here we go. Are you comfortable, little man? Yes? Comfortable. She starts petting your hair for some reason, Bryn.
I'm surprised they call him the little man.
Well, maybe he's big man compared to me, but, I call him little man because, well, I don't know. Perhaps big man. We find out maybe later.
Why does every shopkeeper in this damn town want to sleep with me? It doesn't say that out
Doesn't.
loud.
She's just curious.
Definitely thinking.
But she goes,
it.
okay, now, we have to pick part of canvas. Now, canvas, do you have input? No? Okay. Okay, so we're going to pick eeny, meeny, miny, mo. And she takes her fingernail, which is down to a point, and she pokes you in the middle of the forehead, on the cheek, on the side of the neck, on your shoulder, on your bicep, elbow, forearm, hand, fingers, back of the knuckles. She then goes towards the center of the neck, down, touch both pecs, towards the belly button, both hips. She doesn't touch anything super sensitive. It goes to both thighs, knees, shins, feet, balls of the feet, toes. She looks at you. You have not chosen.
Oh,
I think they want you to make
I-
a choice, Bryn.
I thought
Well,
you were
let's
choosing
start
three.
over. Here we go again. Forehead, ears, and she starts touching different spots that she didn't do the first time, going all the way down, picking different spots that you can put a tattoo on.
I guess just something on my. I was gonna say my wrist, but Bryn has the clockwork gears on, sort of floating over his forearm, so that might not be the best spot. Maybe something on the ankle would be.
Yes,
Appropriate.
ankles are very popular. Perhaps a butterfly or a dolphin. What do
What
you
is a
think?
dolphin?
What do
I
you
don't
think,
I've ever seen a
novice?
dolphin.
What should we tattoo upon his ankle?
Well, I know that he likes cogs and clockwork, so maybe like another cog or something.
A cog.
That's a good idea, but I already have plenty of those. Maybe. Well, Rusa, this is your first adventure too. Is there a simple dragon or a dragon's head, or?
I mean, I guess I feel like a head would be really hard to draw as a first tattoo, to be honest, Bryn. At least a detailed one, but I mean, it could be a vague symbol. How about a more stylized dragon head? It's simple, it's not too
Sure.
detailed.
All right, I trust your judgment.
Something perhaps tribal. Yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Reminiscent of where you were born. Yes. Okay. So, very simple. Ready? Do you wish to go traditional and learn the basics, or do you wish to go advanced?
I mean, you gotta start simple, right? You said it yourself.
Very well. Very simple. Okay. Here is a needle. This is pointy thing. Very painful when you jab it into finger. Look. And she sticks you with the pointy end of the needle. A little droplet of blood comes out. Now, we are going to do this to your canvas many times. After every time you dip in ink, and you simply make pattern on ankle. You do this many, many times. He pass out maybe. It's okay. But after done, you wipe off clean, everything fine, and pretty dragon, maybe. So,
Maybe,
are you
Dragon,
ready?
totally, I got this.
one moment. Bryn is gonna cast Enhance Ability on Ruzid.
Okay.
Very smart.
Second level spell. Yes. So I'm not sure what the correct option is. It's probably either going to be advantage on Dex checks or Intelligence checks. I'm not sure what mechanically, what a tattoo. It would probably be Dexterity.
I think we're going to do dexterity. I think we're going to use sleight of hand for this one.
Yeah. So I'll bestow Ruzid with the Cat's Grace, which is here I can do show in virtual tabletop. Yep. So that's a second level spell, and you'll have advantage on dexterity checks for the duration, assuming I can maintain concentration on it while you're stabbing me with a needle, which we'll see if that actually happens.
Ruzid already has advantage on sleight of hand.
Oh,
the thought counts.
It's the thought. Yeah, it's the thought. It's the.
He would absolutely do it regardless of your.
Yeah, no, I get that. I just wanted to let you know.
Yeah.
So, now, Canvas, are you ready for intense, agonizing pain for hours upon time?
I mean, they went through the spider's den with me. I think this isn't so bad.
Well, I
now,
did get,
what did you? Just one moment. What did you said?
Ruzid doesn't continue. They just kind of it's what Ruzid does. They slip the tongue a little bit.
We have opened can of worms. What did you said you had ventured where?
There was just a bunch of spiders. It was dangerous.
A bunch of spiders, huh? I keep eye on you, little lizard man. Interesting choice of words. Beware, there are spiders that are nastier than others out there in the world.
Oh, that's why I'm trying to learn this sort of magic to help protect.
Oh, we aren't doing no magic. This is simply
not yet, but eventually.
Of course, yeah. And so, okay, you have not started yet. Why have you not started?
And Ruzid, after hearing that, starts actually making the tattoo.
You start trying to do the tattoo, and you realize that it's not working very well, and so she hands you a little hammer to start doing it. And you get the feeling that the way this works is you hold the needle there and you tap the hammer, and you do this repeatedly over and over and over again, little tiny strokes. And yeah, this is how you're going to do a tattoo on Bryn.
Okay,
so
here we go. The big roll.
Let's do your sleight of hand check.
Yeah,
19. Oh, thank God for advantage.
Awesome. Bryn, you have a little 2-inch stylized dragon tattoo on your ankle.
That's
permanently.
That's not bad. What do you think, Ruzid?
I think it looks pretty good. I guess I kind of have a knack for this. Huh?
Akumi looks over at it. You could have a future in this, Such good job. I like the form and the flow. The composition is a little weak, but it looks good for first time. So, next time you come, I give you a lesson on how to do magic tattoo, or would you like to purchase magic tattoo from professional?
I mean, I'd like to purchase some now. I don't know if there's any sort of literature to it or stuff I could read as well to,
I have Flashbook. And she pulls out a binder, puts it on a side table next to where Bryn is currently strapped in a chair, and a second binder, and a third binder. All right, there are flash examples. Are we going to be doing more with this canvas, or are we going to switch canvases to you?
I think I've had enough for today. Thank you.
Are you certain? You are a good trooper. Sure. Very good trooper. Yes. You must be very good friend with Ruzid here. What was your name again?
My name is Bryn.
Bryn. I like that sound. Bryn. Oh, Bryn. Do you have last name, Bryn?
Do I? I'm sorry?
Do you have last name?
Gemflower.
Gemflower. Be careful who you give your full name to in the future. Just a little warning, Bryn. Okay. So, Now, we switch canvases to Ruzid. Yes? Ruzid. We strap you down once you have chosen your tattoo of choice. What will we be doing today?
You know, hmm. I think that a good tattoo would be. You see the claw on my the amulet I wear, and Ruzik kind of holds up their insignia of claws to show it to them.
Okay. Ah, very nice. And may I?
Sure, you can take a look.
She holds it while it's still attached to your neck. She examines it. Very interesting. Mother's tooth, no?
Yes, yes.
Interesting. Very beautiful. Are we doing tattoo of mother's tooth?
I think that would be nice.
On breastbone, no?
Yes, that's
Center
a
of
good
chest.
spot. I wasn't sure about what spot, but I
Oh,
think you have
we
a good
make
sense
it
for
so
these
that
things.
we make it so that mother's tooth covers mother's tooth. Simply outline. Yes?
Yes, yes.
Ah, see, Takui knows what customers want. Right, Ruzi. So, okay. Now, you know that on bone like this is going to be very, very painful. So, I get you strapped down so you know, writhe and wriggle. Simple precautions, you know. Takui is not the strongest person and must make sure that the tattoo is done well. Right? Right. Right, Bryn? Right. Bryn, come here, help me tie him down.
All right.
And she produces leather cuffs. And you hear click, 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 click as metal appendages arrive from behind the chair to hold your arms and legs in place. She smiles, and the room gets slightly darker as she does. You notice her bright green eyes in her blue skin shining with almost a illumination of their own. Her tail wriggles up behind her horns, almost saying hello, as she begins to strap you down to the tattoo chair.
All right, Roosted. Here we go.
I have Sabrators.
Okay. She looks at you and attempts to figure out a good angle to work with. You know, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to. Yes. One moment. Hopefully, I'm not too heavy. And she straddles your waist. And she lifts your shirt. Oh, you work out. So, here we go. Now, no thinking inappropriate. This is tattoo. Tattoo for Takui. Tattoo for you. You ready, Ruzin?
I'm ready.
And what kind of tattoo are we doing, Zach?
I think it's like the on the necklace is the claw. It's an insignia of claws. So the thing on the necklace is actually like a kind of like a dragon's claw, is what I would
Okay,
describe
but
it as.
what mechanically, which tattoo am I doing magically?
Shield.
Okay, it's a spell rot tattoo for shield, one cast.
Yeah, well, what, you can get more than one?
It's doable.
Oh, I mean, I don't know how much these things cost, but it'd be cool if I could get more than one.
All right.
But
Let's see here. One time use this. The tattoo is going to cost you 60 gold.
okay, and then what? Like, what? How much would be for each additional use, or is it just another 60?
No. It's one use is 60. Anything more than that, we start multiplying, and it goes up exponentially
I'll
based
just
off
use
of
one use
yeah.
then for now.
So one use for now. Okay. So 60 gold pieces, and she goes over and says, "Here is his purse, Brin. Can you count out 60 gold pieces for me? Thank you."
Very good. How much do I owe you for my tattoo?
You owe him probably for your tattoo. You should pay him, gratuity.
Okay.
After all, you came
Uh,
into my shop, used my supplies. Simple gratuity, I appreciate. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Brian. You can take your gratuity out of his purse. I don't mind. He doesn't mind either. Do you mind, Ruzid? And as you
I-
Kind of
go,
like not even thinking about
she
it.
grabs a thing off of the rack next to you and shoves it in your mouth. It's a leather bite-down strip, and it acts like a gag and something to bite down onto when this hurts. She smiles. Sorry, oldest trick in book. Must help. Anyway, here we go. And she takes her fingernails and reaches over to the tray, slides the tray over on a hinged mechanism. You see her rotate the lid with one hand, just rotates the lid of an ink pot open, and you smell that very overpowering blueberry scent come from the little ink pot. She doesn't grab a needle. She dips the tip of her fingernail down into the ink pot. And she smiles. Now this will hurt. And for the next 35 minutes, she's going to stab you repeatedly in the chest, over and over and over with the point of her fingernail. She sits there reinforcing the tip of her fingernail with both her thumb and middle finger, just pounding into your chest over and over again. You begin to feel a bruise forming there as your chest is just going to become this sore spot as the tattoo takes form. You feel a magic surge within you, and after 35 minutes, she smiles and goes down. She looks at it. Very nice, very nice. Here we go. And she grabs a piece of paper and wipes it off. A little piece of paper towel, wipes it off. A little bit of blood, one moment. We kiss make better. Mwah! And she kisses the tattoo. And she goes, now, sealed with kiss, you will be better. Yes? Takui says so. So, okay. Now we remove gag. There you go. Speak freely. You can now scream if you wish. So, here we go. Untie, untie. Thank you for gold, Brin, Brin, Brin. Now,
Yeah.
we are good.
So, Bryn has counted out 60 gold pieces from Ruzid's purse, and
Okay.
then 5 more from his own.
Okay.
There's one more thing I want before we go. And like Rizid looks like they're in a little bit of pain, but they're able to tough it out.
Okay.
And they say, well, so do you have any extra supplies that I can actually buy? I'm willing to pay a lot.
Supplies? You're willing to pay lots, yes?
Yes.
One moment, I ask manager. Which is weird because the place is named after her. And she's going to go through a beaded curtain to the back. After a moment, she comes back and goes, yes, I can sell you a little tattoo kit. Little practice tattoo kit. Now, this is not too magic, but it may get you started in doing tattoos. Okay? Now, what you need to do is practice on multiple people about 7 times, and you learn how to do it. You already did 1. We count that. Okay, so 6 more times. Yes? Okay, good times.
And
So-
you said next time I come back.
100 gold for kit. But includes needles, wipes,
Yeah.
perfumes.
Rizid hands over the
ointments.
100 gold before they finish speaking.
Okay. Well, thank you for coins. Manager will be appreciative. Okay. I need you both to roll perception checks. And I need
Okay.
you to beat a 22.
That's
her
not
sleight of hand
possible,
check. Okay.
for
Cool.
me, but yeah.
She does something that does not affect you guys currently. She has not stolen anything from you. She has done nothing to you negatively. But she did
So-
something here.
So next time we practice something more magical? That's what he said, right?
Once you have practiced your total of 7 times, you show me your portfolio of 7 tattoos. I teach you magic tattoos.
Sounds good to me.
Remember,
Thank you so much for
one
the.
tattoo per day, 7 tattoos total. All good, and you come back to Takui Tattoo, and we tattoo to you.
Thanks so much for the help. I mean, you're pretty open about training me.
Of course. You give kisses. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Okay. Oh, bring. You are so cute. And you top. So well. So, kisses. Mwah, mwah. Okay. Now, all set. Remember, tell all your friends, come to Katu. Okay? Good.
I guess I
Excellent.
have one last question then.
Yes.
I'm actually kind of forgetting how exactly these magic tattoos worked when maybe I wonder if they're even any different from the ones I got back home.
Ready? Watch this. Ready? I show you very simple. Watch. See this tattoo right here? Right here. And you look, and there's a dot on the palm of her hand. Just right there at the bottom of her forefinger. She goes, ready? Go! And a little flower appears like a puff of smoke and disappears in the air.
Well, what I was gonna ask was, is once you use the magic, does the tattoo actually go away, or is it like you use the magic and then you can do something to bring the magic back into the same tattoo, or do you have to make a whole new tattoo for each?
That is more advanced. You only basically go. So if you want a fancy tattoo, you come to Kakui, I do fancy tattoo, and we make it work multiple times. And they recharge at dawn, and everybody happy. You simply expose chest to sunlight and go, ha! Not like that, because if I do that, it exposes much more than just sunlight and tattoos.
Rizit just kind of like chuckle, just like, yes.
But if I do that, oh goodness, all the men on the docks come running for tattoos.
I mean, if they came running for tattoos, wouldn't you do it more often? Anyways.
What do you mean, do it?
I mean, you're saying you get more customers. You're a businesswoman.
She smiles. I get plenty of customers. Thank you, Rusid. You are very kind and thinking of Takui. But we okay.
Anyways, that's all
I like flow of business as he is. Nice and relaxed. And, consistent income without stress.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Now, remember to wash behind ears and tail. And, make sure you sharpen clothes.
Rizit kind of looks at them funny for asking that sort of question, and then they just leave.
It wasn't a question. It was an order.
Or the order. You're just really mentally.
Thank you, madam. Nice to meet you. Thank you again.
Madam,
with the
my name is
tattoo.
Takui. Of Takui Tattoos. Right? Brin? Yes. Of course. Brin Gemflower. And she takes her finger and she just nibbles on the end of her fingernail. And you notice she has very long fangs.
Bryn excuses himself politely and follows Ruzid out the door.
Okay. She smiles as you guys reach the locked front door. And she walks up and opens the blind, unlocks the door, and bends over as she opens the door for you guys to leave her shop.
All right.
Remember, come back to Katakui's Tattoos.
Looking forward to it.
And tell all your friends, whoever they are.
I'm sure we will.
Thank you. Have a good day. Tata from Tatakui. All right.
As they leave the shop, Bryn says, I'm so making another tattoo tomorrow.
You mean Ruzid says?
Yeah, Rizit says to Bryn.
Because you said Bryn says.
Oh, whoops. I said to Bryn. Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I meant. Rizit says to Bryn, I'm so making another tattoo tomorrow.
All right. So, are you guys standing next to the tattoo shop, or where are you guys? Because you guys have done a ton of RP sitting here doing boat stuff.
We're walking around. I kind of imagine
Just
we're making our
chatting
way.
in the street.
Yeah, I mean, essentially we are walking around, and it's pretty plausible we're walking in sight or like even right in front of the tattoo shop
Okay.
as they're leaving.
Crystal
Yeah,
definitely
hey,
knows what they
Coin!
look like.
Where have you been?
I
What's
just want
Crystal
to.
doing? I'm sorry.
Oh, she just wants to see what the tattoos are. So she's gonna
Okay.
be like,
Yeah, same.
I just went to the tattoo shop.
Rusid drew a little dragon on me, and I show everyone the little dragon on my ankle.
Yeah, I got a
Coin
kit.
Cool.
looks
And
at it.
Ruzid holds up their new tattoo kit they just paid 100 gold for.
Is that
How
like
did it feel, Bryn?
Where is it? Are you trying to learn how to? Because Suka, I mean, I'm sure you've mentioned this to the rest of the party, but Suka didn't. It's just met you. You're trying to learn how to do tattooing?
Yes. I remember there was a tattooist in my tribe, Ibli. They were very talented. They did lots of work for the
Spelling,
guards.
please.
Huh?
Spelling,
Ibli
please.
would be this. They did lots of work for the guards protecting the tribe. They would give us these tattoos that would protect us in battle. I'm trying to get to that point, but for now, just normal tattoos.
Sure.
Fair warning, he's going to want to tattoo all of you, and it's excruciatingly painful. So I hope
It's
you're all
not
ready
that
for that.
bad.
It wouldn't be my
Nice.
first.
Coin says his entire torso is kind of.
I guess you're
laden
into
with some
pain, Tati.
tattoos.
It's really painful.
Coin's
What
gonna
kind
say to
of needles
Bryn.
did you get?
Ruze kind of opens the kit and like looks exactly at what the needles look like because he hasn't even looked.
You've got a set of needles. You've got a single needle. You have a triple needle. There's a 5 needle, and then there's a star 5 needle, and lastly there is a 6 needle that is all in a rectangle. And the only
Nice.
reason I know this is outside of character and outside of the game. One of my friends is a very good tattoo artist. He's a Russian guy that lives in Canada, and he's going to be doing my tattoo when I can afford it.
Nice.
Yeah, I plan to do a tattoo for all
Just
of
for
you
this-
before
Just for the story of having a Russian gangster do my tattoo.
I
I
go
was
back to the
wondering-
shop.
I was wondering how you know so much about seemingly everything.
Bryn,
It's not me knowing it. It's I know people who know stuff and they share it with me, and I know a lot of people.
So,
Did you
is
get
that
the little mallet too?
Wait, mallet?
Yes. Because traditional tattoos don't use a vibrating machine that's electrically done with a solenoid. Traditionally, you actually have a set of needles that have a little peg on them, and you tap it with a little hammer
Oh, damn.
in over and over and over again. Because that didn't have electricity to fire the solenoid.
Retro.
Sorry,
Which one-
I know how to make
which,
a tattoo
uh,
machine.
Which needle did you use on Bryn?
I think it was a single one, right, Eric?
There's a single one, right?
Yeah.
It's a single
Nice.
needle.
so is the dragon
That'll hurt.
symbolic to you, Bryn, or did
He says,
It's just
pointing to
something that I
Ruzit.
Did
think.
someone
It's
else
just
pick it?
something I think Ibli would draw. It just reminds me of them.
I suggested Ruzid draw like a dragon or something. He suggested I get gears, but I have enough gears and cogs on my skin already. So I figured because it was Ruzid's first tattoo and this is important to him.
Fair point.
Why don't I get like a dragon or something? And so that's what we went with.
You're not gonna
Look.
give us all dragons, right?
It's up to you. Ask me what you want me to make, and I'll try my best.
All
I think
different
you lucked
types of
out, Ruzid.
dragons.
Gears are really hard to do.
I don't know. I haven't really done much tattooing yet. The shopkeep in that tattoo shop, they were Takui. They were pretty encouraging. They said that I did a pretty good job for my first try.
It looks great. I'm excited to see what it looks like when the swelling comes down.
Yeah. So, where are we going to next? I still have plenty of gold to spend.
Yeah. Have you
So-
guys done any shopping?
We walked in a couple stores. Seeing everyone reminding me of something. Bryn, there was a vial. Something you were given related to the ship and the ropes.
Oh,
You know anything
yeah.
about that?
Phase 2. Yeah. This is Alchemist's Fire. I think the intention is that if Pitney Bones gets her grubby little hands on our boat, we burn it to the waterline rather than let her have it.
Okay. Were you told how to get rid of all the ropes they added?
Come to think of it, I don't think I was.
Great.
It's probably better to keep them there while we're here, right?
Well, we're here, but we're not gonna be here forever.
I'm sure our friend Skius Cross will turn up again, and that whenever we decide where we're going next.
Hey, as long as it's dealt with.
I'm sure it'll be dealt with. We can't do anything for our benefactors if we're stranded here, because our boat's covered in... What are they? We still haven't figured out what those things do, are they? I assume there's some kind of...
Oh, we figured out what they... Well, some of them do.
Oh. Well, you're still here talking about it, so I presume it can't be that bad.
Well, I tell you to ask Saphira, but she's not with us.
I see.
Coin intentionally says
Anymore.
that vaguely.
She's no longer with us.
Coin very intently phrased that way. Just to see if
Tati
anyone
will
got a
helpfully
rise.
bow her head in.
Yeah, you can
Wait,
see
guys.
Saphira's not here with us.
Yeah, come to think of it, where is... Wait, what happened to Saphira? Is she
Well,
okay?
You know,
She
we found out
encountered
what
the
the ropes... We found out what the ropes did, Bryn.
Okay, what did the ropes do? Is Saphira okay?
Well, Saphira's not with us right now.
I think at this point Brent figured out that you're just messing
She's
with
going
it.
around in circles.
Coin's
At
like,
this point, that Saphira is going to be walking up with a bird on her shoulder.
A bird? Like a real bird?
Like a parrot?
What
That
kind of bird?
talks, perhaps?
Kind of the opposite of a parrot. It's all black.
I like it already.
A
A
crow?
raven?
It's bigger than a crow by about double the size.
It's a vulture.
No, that would be like 5 times the size.
It's just crushing Saphira.
Full-on condor.
Honestly, that checks out. For Sophia.
It does. No, Saphira has a raven on her shoulder now.
Yeah.
Sick.
Her name's Sigrid.
Sigrid?
Sigrid.
Can you spell that?
That's why you don't feed the birds
And
on the
it's
dock.
Right.
They follow you.
You made a friend.
Oh no. Yeah, literally made her. It was
Beg
awesome.
pardon?
I
What?
yeah. Remember when I was on the boat and I was burning all that incense,
Yes.
Yeah.
and then I just
I-
gestured at the raven.
I thought you were just clearing a fart in there or something. You made a bird?
Production in this plane is so much different than I thought.
It's maritime law that every pirate ship have a parrot on it, and I tried my best, and I got this raven, and
How did you
I
make a
I
raven?
think it's close enough.
That's so much
It's
better.
a very, very, very complicated ritual, actually.
Or maybe it's better I don't know.
Well, now we're following
yourself.
maritime law. Can I
Exactly.
try to pet the raven?
Go for it.
Do like an insight check on this raven. Never mind. I'm just gonna reach out and try to pet it.
Animal handling, please.
Oh yeah, sure. It's like my second best one. It's fine.
Okay. But it's a train wreck, so you got a 12. Good job. I assume that the raven accepts being pet.
Yeah.
It just savages Tati as a joke.
Bite.
Yeah, that'll be 47 bite damage and 3 negative levels.
3. I'd probably only get knocked down like 2. I rolled really low though, so maybe.
All
Are
right.
you gonna bring that everywhere?
I haven't decided that yet.
I mean, it's just a bird. Is it that big of a deal?
It's not that big of a deal. It just, didn't really plan for this.
There's lots of things we don't plan for.
So we
Didn't plan for much of this, but here we are.
If you have to feed that thing, it's not coming out of the joint fund. It's your pocket.
Yeah, Coin, get him. Make him pay 1 copper for bird food.
Oh, don't worry, Ruzit, I will.
Ain't it covered the bag?
So we were talking about making some adjustments to the ship, like with a shipwright. Should we expect that we're going to be in Inland Point for a few days before we head out again?
Well, if we want to make some adjustments to the ship, we might need to be.
Well,
I don't think we're necessarily in a hurry to head out.
I mean, it gives me more time to learn stuff about that doing, I guess. I got some time if we have time to kill.
7 days.
Cough, cough, 7
What?
days.
What?
Sure, I'll do it for you, Ray.
I'm just here.
Oh, where do you guys want to go? What do you want to do?
this isn't my
It's
ideal
about
break spot,
6
but we
p.m. now.
do need to be here for a while. There's a couple things the ship's gonna need. Bit of furniture. Thinking of getting a ramp installed. So we gotta go find a shipwright. That's really where we were going. If no one else has something pertinent.
We have a big ship fund going too, right? So it's not coming out of any of our individual pockets.
Oh yeah.
I've still got a.
galley.
I wouldn't mind an improved galley, actually. I picked up some chef's utensils in the spider's dungeon. But yeah, I still have quite a sizable shopping list. But it's we could definitely look for a shipwright.
Yeah.
Coin's gonna seem pretty intent on finding that. So
All right.
if we're just hanging around, Coin's just gonna either be looking for someone to flag down and ask, or looking for, signs on buildings and stuff.
A gnome will walk by dressed in bright orange. He's got what looks like a Robin Hood hat with a very long, 2-foot-long feather sticking out of it. He walks by just as you're looking around for someone to flag down. He looks at you.
Hey,
You need something?
look like you know the place, right?
Oh yeah, I know everything about the place. What you need?
I bet. We're looking for a shipwright, someone that knows how to install stuff on a ship. You know that?
What exactly you need installed? Because I could be your man, or I could find you someone who'd do it for you.
Coin kind of looks around his shoulders like he's getting joshed. Like,
I mean, I'm looking for like a business, like a real bit. I'm not just hiring someone to like fix a
Off the
board
street.
here.
Well, I can fix more than boards, but I understand completely. You're looking for a big establishment.
I'm fine with you. I got to know your credentials though. Like what are you familiar with? What do you do?
Oh, I'm a merchant. I can provide you with goods and supplies and materials that you need. I got quite a shop down the street here. You'll find it down there. It's the one with the well, dang it. It's the one that was yellow.
But now it's
Coin looking in the
green.
same direction.
What the hell happened down there?
What, some teenagers ran by
Interns.
with a bucket?
Nah, interns. I keep getting these damn interns from the damn Feywild. They keep screwing things up.
Are the interns on the street with us right now? Do you see the interns?
I do.
Can we see the interns?
Oh goodness.
Wait, where are the interns?
Tell you what. You guys feel like doing me a favor?
Yes.
I I need to get rid of 2 interns, and I kind of need to just do away with them. You up for that?
Do away with them.
Buddy, I'm looking for a ramp. I don't know where this conversation went.
I got just the thing.
Tati, why are you
the
just
gangplank.
blindly
I will
accepting
sell
what
you
people
a
ask you to
gangplank.
do?
I will sell you a pristine, twice-used gangplank for 5 gold pieces if you can get rid of my 2 interns.
What
Sure.
define get rid of?
You can just
And
fire
widen
them.
the access
Like,
port.
do you like redirect them?
Like, what,
I don't care.
What to get rid of here?
As long as you make sure that they quit their damn job, renounce their internship, and don't ask for a final check.
Wait, can't you just fire them?
You pay your interns?
No, I
Yeah,
can't.
you pay your interns?
What, are you
Of course
shy?
I
I'll
pay
go-
my interns. I'm a legitimate businessman.
I'll walk down there and
Isn't
tell
that
them
his
they're fired.
intent?
Why do you
Okay.
need me?
But no final check, no matter what their
Oh, it's a
previous
severance
employer
thing.
said. Yeah, no severance. I want them to gone, and I don't want to pay them anything.
So, okay.
Which ones are they?
One's a satyr down there. You see the one with the green pants over his fur? That one needs to go right away. And the other one's the pixie sitting next to him on the crate. She ain't done jack shit since she arrived.
Now, here's what you do if you want someone to quit, right? Wherever they work in the front of the shop. You just put more and more rotten eggs, just right under the seats they sit in, right?
And that
Every day you
ruins
add
my
one.
business.
Eventually they'll just quit. They don't know where
Everyone
it's
in
coming
the
from.
world is going to come to Knickknacks Emporium with that kind of business. No way.
Well, yeah, you got me there.
Do you make
No,
rope?
no,
Perhaps.
I need to get rid of those 2 guys. And my friend Damon Silas keeps sending me these damn people. Damn, Silas keeps sending me these damn people as interns, and I gotta get rid of them.
You're saying these names like I know who you're referring to.
Coin said.
Yeah.
You've never heard of
I
Silas,
wanted
the
me to
Archfey
fix
of the Feywild, the Blue Palace Emperor?
Let me
No,
think.
that sounds very
no.
hype, but whatever.
Well, he is very high, but you know he's badass. He's also got a good ass. Now that I think about it. Anyway,
What are we talking about
y'all
here?
take care of that, and I will give you the ramp for free.
Oh, you said gangplank. That's not even what we're looking for.
You want a ramp?
That's a gangplank is. Well, I wanted a staircase installed, not a literal ramp.
Well, then why didn't you say a staircase?
I've lost
Those things
control
look
of the
the same
conversation.
to a grunt.
Okay, well, in that case, tell you what, I can manufacture yourself a folding and unfolding staircase.
Buddy, you don't even know
Yes.
what color your own shop is. How do I know what kind of how
Why
good
not?
of a
It's green.
staircase you can build?
Well, now it's purple. Damn Faye!
Can you make the ship do that too?
Wait, can you make the ship purple? Yeah.
You'd have to talk to the damn Feywild people.
Let's go talk to the Feywild people.
No.
Wait, maybe we can hire them as interns.
Yeah.
Then they will quit their job because we hired them.
Yeah.
Okay, good plan.
All right.
Tati and Ruth
Just
are gonna
remember,
run up to
no
the
severance
Feywild.
Yeah.
I'm
No
not here to do
severance
your
checks.
job. I'm here for
I'm
me.
gonna get new interns in a week from that Silas guy,
Wait.
and I.
Important information.
What?
How much do you pay them?
Hmm? Oh,
much-
they get paid 10 gold a day
Oh my god.
for
that's too
doing
much.
jack
can we afford
nothing.
that?
Why on
Tati?
earth would you hire interns at a rate of 10 gold a day?
Because they're sponsored by an old friend of mine.
Can we get sponsored?
He looks at
Maybe.
you and smiles. I doubt it.
You're not wrong.
What the fuck? Am I?
Do you know Silas of the Archfey, ruler of the Blue Palace? No, you don't.
Can you introduce us? I mean, if
Yeah,
you
yeah. Maybe if he gets to
definitely
meet us,
can
then
meet
he'll
us.
sponsor us.
He smiles. I might.
Buddy, this isn't
I'd be able to
rent a bus.
introduce you.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
walk in there and fire them just because you don't
Of
have the
course.
foresight to it.
I'm sure that we could come up with a deal.
What do you have to offer me?
Well, I can introduce you to Silas of the Blue Palace, Emperor of his realm of the Feywild.
What, so we can turn my ramp orange? You're not
You might be
sweetening
able
the
to do
deal
that.
here.
Horrible,
You
horrible.
Guys got some pretty spiffy powers last I saw.
You saw?
The Fae people.
If there's anything
like-
that's excite me, it's vague terminology about people I don't know.
But this is like a really important person, right? Why are we making them come down and like turn a staircase orange? Wouldn't that just make them upset or something?
No, he can do your whole ship, I'm pretty sure.
And it stays that color. It's not gonna disappear. Or
Yeah, it's not
change
gonna
to
be
a
like a
different
funny
color.
trick.
Look, I'm just a simple merchant guy. I want my shop fixed. Why is it yellow with polka dots? Stop
I mean,
it!
say-
Yellow with polka dots.
Oh wait, that looks
Okay.
even better!
You know, say what you want. I would argue your
Think
ship.
of the ship if it turned yellow with polka dots. No one
That
would
would be
ever
so
know it was us.
cool!
What's so bad about your shop standing out on this?
Yeah, why are you
rural
paying them
street?
more? This is so cool.
How long can they do that?
He looks at you guys. You know, maybe y'all are the wrong people to deal with as far as the Fae firings go. I'll find a good assassin and get this done.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Why do you need to do
Let's
that?
go.
You're still
Why
in
don't we-
business.
Why don't we give it a try? If we want, look, if we can get these people to quit their jobs and in exchange we get a discount, there's no harm in trying.
I thought you would say that it's good to try because then they won't get assassinated.
I mean,
Discounts.
honestly, when it comes
it's really just bonuses all around. Let's go.
I mean, you seem the most you seem to care the most about that sort of stuff, Bryn. I don't know. That's
I feel like with the Feywild, you don't mess around. Like, I had some of the law students at the academy were Fey, and they would get you to talk yourself into tying your tongue in knots, literally.
oh, that sounds painful.
Literally.
Look, I'm not saying I approve of the whole assassin thing. I'm just saying if I had that when I was in college, I might have considered that route as well.
Ruzid
Just
like Ruzid like pulls on Toddy to like go and whisper to them. And is like, I think we found something that Bryn actually hates, like something that Bryn will actually hurt.
Well, Bryn is half drow.
I guess
They're
you're
not
right.
fans of the Fae.
I don't know. They're just so nice all the time.
You know, for someone with so many of them, you really judge a book by its cover, Brid.
Is
The Fae, it's not about the cover. It's the Fae have the. Well, you see what they're doing to this guy. They're taking
This looks
10 gold a day, and in
Oh, no,
exchange,
they're
all they're
painting
doing
his
is changing
shop.
colors. Yeah,
Let's put a
Let's go meet them.
let's go put some metal through their neck.
Maybe. Let's go meet them.
Maybe. Well,
I'm
I guess
curious
we're
now.
on their side now, Toddy.
They seem
We are
interesting.
not. No, listen to me. We are not going to commit murder in the middle of the afternoon in broad
Alright,
daylight.
so
We're not here to.
Alright,
He
so
asked
we'll
us
wait
to
till
hire
nightfall.
them. Where are you getting murder from?
Well, because he said murder. He said they'd assassinate them if we
He
don't.
said he'd get an
fight.
assassin. I'm not here
What,
to
is he gonna get an
assassin.
assassin to get himself killed?
To get them killed, Ruzit.
do we get to meet Silas as part of this deal?
If you want an introduction to Silas, if you can get them to quit their jobs with no severance package, I will make an introduction for you to Silas.
And the staircase that folds.
I mean, I can
Well,
ask them
Alright.
if they're happy with their work conditions. I'm not gonna try and kick them on the street. If I wanted to fire
I've heard
someone,
it-
I'd do it
I've
myself.
heard enough. I'll try to talk to your Fae interns for you.
Oh, of
Okay,
course you
tell
are,
me I'm
Eric.
not playing him right.
No, of course you are. It's just making
Okay.
me, as a person who in real life administers payroll, be like, "What are you talking about? No final paycheck? Is that legal investment? Like, what are we talking about? Severance? Like, is this person going to be able to get unemployment? Like, let's talk back. Like, is this? So that's all.
okay, don't forget Cobra.
Well, we're gonna need a certain attorney at law to come visit.
There you go.
You hear
Hey.
is someone call And no, we're not going there.
No!
No one called. Definitely no one called.
No one
I was
called.
so ready.
No one called him. All right.
God damn
So,
it.
you guys gonna go down the street to Knickknack's Emporium?
Yep.
Sure.
Yep.
On the way,
All right.
I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna cast Invincibility on myself and grace myself with the Eagle's Splendor, which gives me advantage on Charisma checks.
Awesome. Cool. All right. So you guys walk up. There's a satyr dressed in just green shorts. He's bare-chested, looks fairly well built, and a pixie sitting on a box. She is dressed in a gold bikini.
Hey, you two. You guys work for Knickknack?
They look at you. Who's asking?
Listen, you guys need to leave right now. Knickknack's pissed
Why?
off that you guys aren't doing anything and you're changing the color of his shop. He's genuinely... You guys need to quit your jobs. He's so frustrated that it's gotten to the point that he's thinking of getting rid of you in a more permanent way. Just go back to the Feywild, and you need to get the hell out of here.
Quinn whispers, "Wow, no nuance. He's just going straight at it."
I mean,
Yeah,
I respect
think
it.
Suge
Subtlety
looks
at all.
to
I
Crystal
respect the
and
bravado
goes-
from him.
It goes, oh, I see. So what he lacks in subtext, he makes up for in just text. I got it. Okay, I got it.
Here's what I think. I think that the shifting colors probably great for business. Makes the place really pop out. I think your boss is losing it. This whole shop's gonna take a nosedive from bad decisions. You gotta get out before you get stuck under the rubble.
Okay, well, this is a pretty cushy gig. What are you gonna give me to go away?
Nothing. He hired us to get rid of you, and you should leave.
Please roll a persuasion check. Or intimidate, your choice.
I think intimidation is appropriate here.
Oh,
yeah.
22 to intimidate.
Yeah, Brennan.
22.
oh.
They look at you and they look at each other. All right, fine. We'll go. Now, where's my severance check?
You're not
Oh, you
getting
didn't-
one. Just
You
go.
didn't negotiate that when you signed up. And if you did, you should probably bring it up.
Brucey goes up to Bryn and whispers them. You should like pretend you're a lawyer or something, right? Or don't you know stuff about law?
It's a bit late for that, Ruzin.
Come on, work with me here. And then they
Look-
Brucey like just goes back and looks at the two and doesn't say anything more.
You guys aren't gonna get another cent out of that guy. You just need to leave now while you still have your hides.
Our eyes. Oh no, he wouldn't do that. Not again. And they run. Little up and flies.
Aw,
The crate
Alright.
she's
Scared
on
them off.
follows her.
Well,
Are you guys going to stop the crate, or are you going to let her run away with the crate?
I think. Oh, I don't know what's in that crate.
Knickknack never said nothing about making sure they didn't take no stuff.
Coin seems disinterested in stopping them. Like, not what I'm here for.
Hey, I mean, if they hate them so much, this gives them a legal reason to go after them.
I think that,
Why did Bryn scare them away?
I think that if the
It's a pretty heavy-handed
if the
approach.
interns run off with something, that might affect our ability to get to broker a deal with this guy. So
Not if we didn't see it.
seeing that,
Now that they don't know.
well, he's gonna know that something was gone.
Not
Anyway,
until we've already
anyways,
paid for shit.
whichever one is holding the crate, Bryn is gonna cast command on them and yell, "Drop!"
All right. And she will drop the crate. The little pixie continues flying.
How big
Alright.
was the crate?
The pixie was dragging the crate behind her, yeah.
Yeah, but how big was it?
All right.
Well, it's a good 3 foot by 3 foot crate, and the pixie is, 4 inches tall.
Damn.
Wrong pixie.
All right.
Don't
So I'll
let
go and
Pixies.
Some core strength.
Hey.
all right. I'll go
Anyone
try
who's
and
ever watched
retrieve
Fern
the-
Gully knows what I'm talking about.
I
Oh,
love
up, Peter
yeah,
Pan?
so let's
It's all of them,
retrieve
right?
the crate and put it back where it was, and then, tentatively say that the job's done.
You know, he didn't ask us to tell them to unpaint the store,
I mean,
so I guess he gets to deal with that on his own.
Is it still polka dots?
Yep.
Nice.
I mean to
Well,
be fair,
it's
he
at
did a
least
good paint job.
Yeah, it stands out.
Crystal's gonna
Nick
high
Nack
five.
walks
Chris.
up to-
Great time.
He walks up to you guys. All right. So, you figure out how to get rid of them?
Oh, they're gone.
Yeah, they're gone.
All right.
They tried to make off with this crate, but we stopped them and got it back. I don't know what's inside it, but presumably it's something valuable if they just try to steal it.
You know what? You can have the crate.
No,
Good job.
thank you.
Just like photos
That's
of the
kind of you.
Pixies family.
Oh no.
Oh man.
If you guys inspect the crate, you'll find that inside there are going to be 40 potions of healing.
Nice.
There any
Ooh.
graders in here?
Well, ain't you just... No. There's some straw to keep them packed.
Oh boy.
You've just been on like
Okay.
a streak today. First it was with the copper, now it's with the
All right.
potions not being greater.
Now, part of the deal was that you'd get rid of them, and I'd introduce you to Mr. Silas, Emperor of the Feywild and the Blue Palace, right?
No.
Does he also work for you?
Is he gonna paint our
No.
ship the right color?
I'm
It's up to
wondering
you
if
and him.
there's a chance
Oh,
we've
good.
already
Here we go.
met.
And
Oh no.
is
Oh,
anyone
no.
going to resist this?
Resist
Yes.
what?
This is a terrible idea.
Okay. Please roll.
My mommy told me not to go to the Feywild.
I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw. I need you to beat his spell DC of 24.
I knew it. I think we've already met Silas.
Can he
I
not
might,
just
I
come
might
here?
as well roll it, cause why not? Nope.
You said this is Dex?
Like
If
literally.
you want to resist it. Oh, wait,
Everyone,
it's the whole time.
everyone wants to resist it.
I literally.
All
I
right.
just roll into Ruzid instead of rolling away.
And then like Ruth like
Oh,
also trying to get out of the
Jesus.
way, looks at Toddy and is like, "We are fucked."
Bryn's not gonna do anything. He's
All
not
right.
gonna resist.
Neither was Severa.
Awesome. So, as Nick Nack casts a spell, you guys are going to have a flash of yellow golden light across you. Your vision and that of your allies begins to warp. Near things becoming further away and far things becoming closer. After a moment, the entire world begins to rush past you at an extreme rate of speed. Shapes are blurred into nothing more than colored lines passing incomprehensibly fast. The cold wind blasts you, nearly tearing your skin from your bones. Your clothes roar as they flap around you. You smell and now taste, through clenched teeth, ice cold mint. And now silence. As you guys blink around, you find yourself in a small alcove with Nick Nack Cicelli in front of you. What would you guys like
Heads
to
up
do?
would have been nice.
He smiles. You told me you wanted to meet him, so here we go. Right this way.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna
Really
walk
wait
out of the
on
back
that.
room or something.
We just needed
All right, Bryn is gonna
stairs.
follow.
I know. I think Suke is with. I think Suke shares a similar look with Tati as well, because that's why he resisted.
Oh,
He was like, I just,
by the way, don't touch the water. And he jumps over this water.
How big's the gap?
5 feet. So if you've
Alright.
got a strength of 5, you can make it over, no problem.
All right.
Coin will clear it once he moves a bit further.
All right.
Yeah, Bryn's gonna hop over the whatever that is.
It's
Yeah.
blue water that seems to be frozen in time.
Ooh. Spooky.
All right. All right. Now, just remember, don't touch the water. It's damn cold. And we're walking this way. Yep, that's it. We're walking and we're walking.
How cold?
Oh my god, Tati.
Exceedingly cold. But
You
it's
probably
refreshing.
can't hear me. I'm way in the back.
He looks at. I can hear everything in here, and you can hear your voice echoing. And so, all right, we're walking and we're walking now. Remember, be on your good manners, because Silas, he's kind of like in charge of this place, and he's kind of got this whole ego thing going that you kind of want to stroke his ego a little bit.
Is that
He's,
why you're making us walk through this all instead of just teleporting right in
Yeah,
front
why
of
did
us?
Now,
you-
he's got wards in place.
Eric, is there like a door right here or something? My
Wait.
vision is blocked.
Yeah,
Same.
Your
we've
vision's
been
blocked there. It shouldn't.
We've
Oh.
been blocked.
Knick-knack yells back, "Oh yeah, you got to think really hard."
What next?
About
I'm
just
sorry?
anything in particular, or
Try pushing.
okay, I think very hard about the word push.
Coin puts his
You gonna
hand
push on
on
the-
whatever this is, wall, door.
Okay.
It's hard to
And
perceive.
it opens.
Huh.
All right. Now, may I introduce to you Silas, the great Archfey, ruler of the Blue Palace, of the Fey Wild, Archfey, extraordinaire,
Hmm.
of the Purple Rain.
Hey, are you the ship painter?
What now?
Silas, these are some folks that I met in Inland Point. They're customers. They asked for a deal to talk to you. Anyway, I'm out, and he teleports out.
I hope Knick-knack is fired.
Bryn bends the knee respectfully.
Saphira bows with a flourish.
Ruza sees everyone else bowing and bows.
Coin
Kind of
will,
like half curtsies. Like first.
Coin will kind of begrudgingly bow.
I would
Well,
imagine Suitcase is also hesitant, and maybe not begrudging, but with at least a little bit of a shrug, just a vague, because a sense of confusion about like where, yeah.
How did today become this?
Oh, that's what I was going to ask you, Eric, because I since he's off in NPC land, I didn't know if
Yep,
was
go
all
for
yours.
it. Yeah.
Okay. So, question, I guess lore question real quick then. If we're here, like, let me put it this way. For Silence not in his like Fey domain, to not be in the middle of an active Dionysian event and to not be in the middle of a literal constant bacchanal would be somewhat rare. So does he get pulled into like is this like a little separate space where like
This
there
was an
probably is a
appointment
party
with
going on
Knick-knack.
elsewhere and he like went off
yes. This is paused. Yeah.
okay, just sort of curious so that I know where he's at in his day, which is probably the usual, which is sort of just
Liminal
left to right.
space.
That yes, perfect. That works for me. Just to clarify. So yeah, I think he looks more confused at Knick-knack, and then it quickly dismisses it as like Knick-knack's done much weirder things before on more normal days. And
Right,
so he
Suki?
says, yeah, for sure. And so he says, hi. Cannot imagine what you had to provide Knick-knack to get him to spend a teleport spell. He's kind of pretty stingy about those. in my experience.
Not in mine.
How'd that go?
Yeah, I
Fascinating.
mean, we worked something out, bit of a deal, just personal stuff.
Guy's a real deal maker.
Yeah, it was so. Forgive me, this really wasn't my expectation for I don't know, the circumstances of who we'd be talking to. Is this your place?
One of them, yeah.
Okay. Coin seems impressed. Like,
Right. Do you know
what can
why
I do?
we're here?
No, other than that Knick-Knack thought it would be funny to have you here, or thought he owed bringing you here.
I don't know, he kind of mentioned teleporting
more
us
the
here as
former
an
than the latter.
option, but we never really confirmed or denied if we actually wanted to teleport here, and then he just teleported us here.
Oh,
That
I
part
confirmed
sounds-
I didn't want to.
Well, I think we all kind of didn't want to, but no one really said it, and then he just teleported us.
Well, in my experience with Knick-Knack, there's a group of you. You all look varying degrees of formidable or ridiculous. You ran into Knick-Knack in the
Thank you.
town. You made a deal with a passing strange wizard. You're an adventuring party. So we probably just put you here because it's very funny. And also because I, like he and like other friends and acquaintances of ours that we've made over our time, can maybe give you things that make your adventures more entertaining for those of us who are now sitting on the sidelines and watching you from our little scrying pools.
All right, I'm starting to catch on here.
So
Right.
what, you're gonna give us something to spice things up?
I would have to ask you that first. But yeah.
Ruzid looks around at everyone else in the party like, help.
Oh, I welcome an offer. We were brought here on specific circumstances, and when I'm promised something in a deal, I kind of expect it to be upheld. But
Sure. It
I'm up to
sounds like
par-
what you had promised was your teleportation here, or something of that nature. So we're here now. So what else what are you guys up to? What are you up to next?
So I got this ship, right? It's a little beat up. Just
Sure.
looking to get like a fresh coat of paint.
Careful with it.
Yeah, we were promised something along those lines. So you're a craftsman? Is that how you like
Fresh
aboard this
coat of
place?
paint?
Yeah.
A
Or
fresh coat of paint?
if you know anything about stairs, actually, it would knock out 2 birds, 1 stone for me.
Sure. Yeah. No, big fan of stairs. I've always said
I
that.
can tell he says
gesturing at the 4 sets of
Coin,
stairs. in front of him.
I don't know much about this sort of stuff. Like, I'm not actually entirely sure what an archfey is, but it sounds like really powerful and kind of scary. I don't really
told
know
him.
if you're like a craftsman.
Coin's gesturing.
I told him I'm open to negotiations here. That's just what I was told to be brought here for. So
Sure. Yeah. New
your
coat of paint,
associate
easy.
made a deal.
Sure. It sounds like the deal was to get you here. Probably not on my behalf. It probably sounds like he probably tricked you into or got you to pay him for basically recommending a vendor. Me being the vendor.
Well, I didn't pay anything. Well, by he
Well,
does
it
sort of a
sounded-
money
I thought you
gesture.
paid some personal stuff, right? You did some things for him that were personal, of a personal nature. That would have been the
Yes.
payment, right?
yeah,
Okay.
favor.
So you did that, and now you're here.
Yeah.
And you'd like a new coat of paint and a set of stairs, and I mean,
Well,
gosh,
no,
while
I
we're
just
at
need
it-
the paint. I'm just sort of spitballing alternatives.
Sure. Hey, guys, could I? I'm just gonna tell Eric. I'm just gonna send a link to Eric real quick to make sure he and I are looking at the same thing. Can I pull? Do you mind if I just am pulling from inspiration a little bit as well, just in terms of my understanding, like general guidance?
Go for it. I don't care.
Great. Okay, cool. That's what I've been. Whenever. I mean, while we're at it, let's keep stacking things. What else would you like? Because that's boring for me. Like a new coat of paint for a ship I'm never gonna see again is like a sneeze. Like let's make this exciting because I left a party to be here. So let's do something interesting.
I already shook. I mean, metaphorically, I already shook on that deal. So that's all I'm here for. If you want to like bang out a different negotiation or something, I could list down offers, but It's not getting tacked on to the paint. That's its own transaction, you know?
What kind of thing do you get interested in?
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask.
Like, do you want to see a fight?
Do you want to see us use some like interesting item or something? Something you made? See if it works in practice?
Do you want to see a?
You know how to
Some,
untie
like-
ropes?
Coin, come on!
He asked what I wanted.
Did you want to see people in power?
Yeah.
Become not in
No,
power?
here's-
Like, what's the?
Well, I mean, yes, but that's beyond both of us. Beyond both of our capabilities and probably beyond your lifetimes. Hopefully within mine.
Rusev whispers to Toddy, I wonder how long he lives.
I thought he was undying.
I don't know.
Like he was the immortal emperor of whatever. Like, why is he?
Sorry, could I have your attention?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
So, real quick.
He's gonna talk to us, right?
Cool.
I hope so. I hope he
What
doesn't
else
just,
did we?
like,
Yeah,
dismiss
so
it or something.
I do find a lot of things interesting. Toppling somebody seems very grandiose, but there are things that are out in the world that I like that I might want.
So
Like,
you're saying we can do a favor for you instead of a favor? Well, we did a favor for Knick-Knack, and now it lets us do a favor for you.
I got to be honest, the coat of paint and the stairs. I'm just gonna add that to Knick-Knack's tab of what Knick-Knack owes me. Like, if I decide I care about it, like, sure, a coat of paint, whatever.
Fair enough.
You can set that aside and focus on that. You've got it. Done. Great. If I decide I care about it, Knick-Knack will pay me for it. That'll be easy.
I didn't really expect anything from that guy, so I'll go with that.
You shouldn't, but eventually I can. So it'll be okay. You'll get the new coat of paint. What else? What other things might you like?
Tati,
Because
keep note of that.
I'm thinking of that I would like are not trivial. They're not things that I would pay. You know, I would not pay you 100 gold to go, for your whole party to go risk your lives finding some special magical item. So I would feel silly paying you a new coat of paint for your ship to do something of a similar nature. But all the things I'm thinking of that I want are a little bit more similar in scope. Doesn't have to appeal to you if it doesn't want to. I can always give you a card.
Well, it seems like you got some things in mind, so why don't you just tell us what you need and we'll try to relate that back to what we need.
Sure. What are your skills?
Uh,
What do you guys specialize in? What do you do out there in the world?
Made a pretty mad map in my day. Keep track of places pretty well.
We're brilliant sailors and navigators and great fighters.
We're fierce in
That
battle.
thing.
We're
Know a
pretty
thing or
good
two
at-
about
We're
negotiating
pretty
deals.
good at going into dangerous places and clearing out dangerous people.
I'd call myself a jack of all trades, really. Whatever you throw me at, I can do it. He's bluffing.
Yeah.
He's also a painter.
Yeah. Coin
What's
alone.
Crystal doing during all of this?
Crystal's interest. She did want to meet him, so she's interested in everything that he has to say. I think at this point, Crystal's gonna ask him. You mentioned that you were scrying on us and other adventuring parties.
Well, I don't get cable all the way out here.
I'm sorry, cable?
Sorry, I don't get. It's hard to go to the theater. The theater's so far away.
Oh, right.
And all the shows I get here, they're fun, but they're all improv and they're all drunk. So I don't
Well,
know.
I can't get
When
drunk,
you've
so you don't
heard a
have to worry
satyr
about
make
that.
a dick joke, you've heard all the satyrs make all the dick jokes. You know what I mean? Like,
I follow.
so yeah, it can be fun to watch adventuring parties stroll through the world, doing what they do. What?
Have you been
wanna watch?
watching us? Have you been watching us?
I might start now. I don't think Silas would have had any reason for them to be on his radar. But if Eric tells me otherwise, then I would know. But I don't think. But he would say I might start now.
Can you show us other adventuring parties and what they're doing?
Ooh.
I have respect. I mean, sorry. Out of curiosity, with your guys' specialties, are there any of them where you guys work for free, like volunteer work?
It depends on the cause.
I wouldn't call what I do volunteering.
I don't volunteer.
Me neither.
Charity is
If I
an
could
important
steal
part of.
I can
Is
work
it-
on the promise of stealing someone else's treasure, but
I can volunteer to that's what I'll
Cool.
volunteer for.
Cool.
You say you watch a lot of parties. Is it entertainment that you're looking for?
Primarily, yeah. I mean, you can always come across something more interesting.
You
I
know
suppose, but yeah, primarily.
I have an idea. You said you talk about entertainment, right? I'm a gladiator.
often
Why
do.
not run a tournament?
Coin will wait for conversation.
Have you ever thought about
I'm
that?
not
Running your own
opposed to that
event?
idea, but respectfully, yeah, I figured Eric. Silas just doesn't work for free, so he's just like, yes, I can, but you'll have to pay for that. I actually don't mind that idea of the tournament. However, respectfully, and he oversees the group. For me to hold one, I'd be inviting like Fey Knights, members of Courts of the Fae that would show up for the sake of showing up, duelists that have been duelists for 1100 years and
So
more.
you say we'll get trashed.
I'm saying come back to me with it. Come back to me with it. I like the idea.
Coin puts
Okay.
a hand up with the coin in his mouth. He puts it to his hand.
I have an idea. May I?
Sure.
Coin's gonna turn his body towards eastward,
Sure.
and he's going to prepare himself to jump across this, throw the coin as he does, and catch it midair in the middle.
Oh my god.
And he's gonna do the hop now. And
oh no!
wait.
Oh,
No, wait.
Oh no!
Lucky.
Oh
Burn a
god.
lucky.
Lucky time.
Coin flips midair, grabbing it from under his body, grabbing it, and then landing. Perfect landing. With his hand out with the coin. And he stands up.
Did that do anything for you?
Amazing.
I think he genuinely laughs and says, like, yeah, I mean, if you want to put another like coat of paint on your tab, we can do things like of that nature. I just
Yeah, I'll take it.
I have items in mind that might be within your skill set. There are things out in the world owned by people that either actively don't think fondly of or could just stand to see them get stolen from.
How would that
might
work?
be
Would you
fun.
just be sort of, dumping us on the front door and teleporting us back, or are you giving us something you're gonna send us back to the, our ship?
Well, I suppose it depends on. Eric would let me know where this place is geographically, but I wouldn't have expected to teleport you on the front door. I would have expected you to want time to do reconnaissance. So I would have just dropped you back wherever Knick-Knack picked you up from.
Well, yeah, that'd be preferable. I mean, we just went right from his shop. I'm assuming you know where that is.
Well, he has mini shops. Which one were you in? Or were
The
you
polka
near?
dot one.
polka dot one. Great.
It's
I meant
newly
more of which
painted.
franchise, like which location.
Eric.
Point.
Yeah, endpoint.
Enland Point, yes. Oh, that's. I mean, okay. There's an little mirror, special mirror, that I would like. He's not far north of Enland Point. Could send you there. Rewards would be significant.
So you're saying we do this job for you? You said you wanted to come back about the tournament idea. So what? You think you want to come around to it if we do this job?
Sure, if you come back from the job suddenly capable of lasting longer than 2 or 3 rounds in the tournament, then yeah, totally. I'm game. It would seem.
Okay, we'll give it like a year or 2. How about that?
Sure, however long it takes.
So you want us to what? Go pick up a mirror for you?
If you're looking for, if you guys have things in mind on your list,
we're pretty free
upgrades
schedule
for the
here.
ship,
So
magical items, tons of gold, let me know, and I have probably things around that I might like, for you to get for me around the world. In this case, based on where you are, and the skill set that I'm getting, there's a guy named Vorag who lives not too far north of Enland Point. He's got a mansion. Inside that mansion is a mirror. I would like it. I would give you significant rewards for it. If you are not interested in a detour or in rewards of that nature, then I can just send you back along, and you can.
I got a question. Are these things that you want, your favors, are they things that you feel like you're morally or ethically owed, or is it just something you want to, appropriate, just pick up from someone?
Oh, you catch me in a mood to answer that openly and honestly, if you'll explain why the answer is important to you, like how it would affect your decision making here.
I like to have a little bit of.
And honestly.
I like to have a little bit of tact on what kind of jobs I take on, and if I just said yes to anything as long as the reward was good, I wouldn't be doing, I don't know, my due diligence to myself, at least. I've seen a lot of people just take what they want, split the reins in not so fair ways. The least I can do is make sure when I'm splitting it, person it's getting split from maybe didn't get it through fair means to begin with, I just like to know what I'm getting into. On bigger scope.
To see if you would be angering somebody, to see if angering somebody, or to see if you would be angering somebody who would feel like they had righteous indignation against me and actually should, because I stole it from them. Got it. Okay. No, I just like it. It's a friend of mine's. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
You're taking an angle with it.
We already had about one insultingly low bounty on us from a rich guy, so it'd be nice to avoid a second one, especially if they're gonna lowball us too.
Well, if Vorag would lowball you, his mansion's pretty nice.
I don't care if Richie's angry at me if he stole what I'm taking from him. Just what
I know that it didn't originally belong to him because it originally belonged to a friend of mine. How did Anita lose it in a card game, or was it stolen? I know she's gotten a couple of items lifted off of her in game at some point from pickpockets. Was this one of those? Was this lost? How did Anita? You can whisper it to me if you want. Yeah, unsure. Okay, I don't know. But I know it's not originally his because it's a friend of mine's, and it was her family heirloom when she had it.
But no, they didn't just trade it away. You're not just stealing back something they already got their cut on.
I highly doubt it. I mean, she doesn't hurt for money or much of anything. I mean, and this was, I think, her mom died when she was pretty young, not crazy young, but pretty young, and I think this is her only heirloom from her mom. So, I mean, I doubt she's pawning it off. Technically possible. But I mean,
that's worth considering for me. It's reassuring, I guess. And I'm assuming time frame on when, we'd get that kind of thing back to you. Not of urgency.
Whenever you want the reward you're negotiating for.
Are you asking to negotiate that now, or just whenever the deed's done?
Oh, that's an interesting question.
In a way, we're in preparation for other.
I don't think I care. You can tell me when you bring it, if you want to tell me if you want to negotiate for it when you brought it. And I get to hear the story of how you took it.
Coin
Sure.
sort of, agrees with a nod. He'll turn back to see if his party has any of their own reservations or considerations.
Who's looks so ready to do this?
If you want us to come back to you, you're gonna have to give us a way to contact you.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Let me send that. Oh.
I have that, and it's coming up in just a moment. Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay.
I'm glad you and I are on the same page on this whole thing.
He will. Yeah, I mean, fuck it. We're at Archway stuff. He'll just reach into like a small, like the wrist pocket spell. Like he just sort of reaches into a tiny little, like pocket in the air around him, and pulls out It's a small. Like at this point, since it's just being used for this, it's probably like half or 2/3 the length of like a pen. It's not that large. A blue shard, like a blue gemstone, on a like string necklace, and he will toss it to whoever looks like they're holding a hand out to grab one. I guess Crystal's the one who mentioned it, so he'll toss one to Crystal.
Okay.
If I happen to be listening and you talking to that, I might be around. If not, I'll be aware of it eventually. I assume it's something akin to an Archfey voicemail.
Just keep knocking on it till you pick up. Gotcha.
Sure.
Can Crystal put it on? It's a necklace, you said?
Yeah, if you want to. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a little gemstone about half the size of a pen. You can put it in a necklace, no problem.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I thought in my mind he conjured one like already on a little string.
Oh,
but yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's
So
fine.
she puts it on.
I think we can agree to that.
Whenever you've got it and are ready to come back and bring it, let me know. You can come back and we'll see what perhaps your ship's already had all of your dream modifications by then and you want to negotiate for something else. Perhaps you have a friend in trouble and need to bail them out of it by that point.
We can work out the
Flexibility
details.
sounds fine.
You caught us in between our sort of tasks, so this works out pretty well.
Excellent. I don't know that.
So do we just walk out of the front door, or you gonna?
I mean, sure, if you want to do that for Infinity. But where did you? Where did you get?
Not.
Where did Nick Knack? Oh, you said right outside his shop. So here. And
what? Hold on. Wait. Before.
And you guys find yourselves just outside Nick Knack's shop.
I was gonna ask him what would happen if I put some of that water in a bucket, but I'll ask him next time.
Coin, did he tell us exactly where he wanted us to go?
He told us what he wanted us to get. He said it was somewhere north. He didn't really tell us locations.
Just a mirror, like any mirror in this guy's
There's a mansion.
Eric, I want to do a double check on. I think a name was mentioned, but I, as a player, am blanking on that.
Yeah,
Vorag, I think.
Yeah, someone took notes.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Vorag sounds cool.
Maybe Coin will bring up, like
a name was mentioned.
Yes, someone called Vorag, who was a mansion north of here.
And that's what we're working off of.
He said it was an elaborately carved mirror.
It's a mansion, so we might find a few of those. Let's just take all of them.
I seem pretty keen on
I seem to remember, says Suke, not at all acting as a vehicle for Damon, who didn't read a particular description of the mirror read by Eric out loud.
Yeah.
Suke says, I'm pretty sure I remember Silas saying that it was an ivory framed mirror.
Ivory. Okay, that gives us a bit more
That's
to work
definitely
with.
a thing he already said. That's something I forgot to read out loud at the time.
Suke's perception is off.
Dealing with the Fae is so weird. Things
Yeah,
that you remember and the things I remember. It's all out of
Yeah,
phase.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's wild.
you hear
That's
all,
just how they
hear all
work.
the stories I see, and you never know what to believe or not believe. But that was fascinating.
Yeah, I hear stories about like being very careful about what you say. You know, if they say, "May I have your name?" you got to be careful about saying yes. If they use expressions like that, they might have nefarious intentions.
Does anyone else want to punch Knick-Knack in the back of the head?
I mean, I do, but like, do we really want to get the heat for that?
We got an IOU on a ship paint and, another offer, so can't complain too much.
In any case, do we want to keep looking for different stuff to prepare us? I guess if we're gonna deal with Vorag.
Well, this is a bit of a detour for us. We were planning to set sail, but you didn't say how far north. If that's something we can just sort of walk to, or it's on the coast.
Oh, I mean,
Should I ask
either
around
way,
town?
I was
can
looking to
ask
get some
around.
supplies, no matter what we have to face in the future.
I mean, if Vorag's got a mansion, then a couple people nearby must have heard of it, right? Get some details.
So we've presumably been teleported back to relatively close to where we were. I want to make sure to grab that crate with 40 health potions in it
Okay.
before it disappears.
We were
so let's
outside the store,
put
right?
that in the bag
You
of
guys are
holding.
standing just outside the yellow polka dotted store.
So yeah, just poke your head in and grab it.
It's currently there's a fade going from one side to the other that's washing the yellow and polka dots away to a more generic orange.
All right, I've added 40 potions of healing to the bag of holding.
Did you take them all out of the crate?
Presumably that's what we're doing. Yeah, I'd like to open up the crate and transfer the potions.
Where to?
Bag of holding.
The bag of
Sure.
holding.
All right, 40 standard potions.
I just added that.
Oh, you
yeah.
okay? Cool.
Yep, we're good.
Coin's gonna say,
So, you said he wants the mirror. He didn't say how we had to get it. They don't even have to know that we're there. If we can figure out where the mirror is, where the mansion is.
Maybe you can buy it.
I mean, if that were an option, I would think that guy would have already did it, But yeah, that's true.
He doesn't look like he gets shopping trips.
No, but you would think he could ask somebody, and he didn't ask us to. Not buy it, at least. I'd still like to know a bit more about who we're taking this from, but I mean, if they're living in a mansion, then I probably won't have too many questions. I know that type.
That's not problematic at all.
Listen, I like money too, but after a certain threshold, you kind of lose your
Only
your
a
moral
little
grasp.
So Coin will seem interested. He's like looking around just at the locals.
Where'd Knick-Knack go?
You looking for him? Roll a perception check, please.
If I find him before anyone else, I'm getting a punch in the back of the head.
Oh my god. Doing this.
All right, with a 10, you see him. He is very difficult to miss. But yeah, he's currently
His
inside the
giant
shop.
feather.
Yeah, giant feather, bright orange. I've got a picture of him. You want to see Knick-Knack? I got a picture of
Yeah.
Knick-Knack.
After what he's dragged me into, yeah. I might as well see Nick.
Show me his
Alright.
face.
All right. Here we go. Our lovely friend. Here we go. Mr. Knick-Knack Chelly. Bloom.
Looking fabulous.
Yeah.
But bigger feather.
Bigger feather.
Well, it like bends down behind him. That's the thing.
Oh, I see. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna
Yeah.
slam down on the desk in front of him. We need stairs big enough for a centaur to get up and down the cargo hold.
On your ship?
On the ship.
Fine.
Listen. They disappear, and then she stamps her hoof twice, and then they appear.
You want him to make that noise?
Yes.
Got it. Now,
And a pink carpet.
with the pink carpet, oh, dang. Okay. You know what? I can do this. It's going to cost you about 100 gold to put the stairs in and about 3 silver to put the noise on it.
You can charge Silas. He said he would buy it for us.
Charge Silas.
Yeah, he said he put it on his tab, I think.
Yeah, he said put it on his tab.
Please roll a deception check.
I'm assuming
One
Coin's
moment.
outside and walking.
Yeah, you're outside walking
Outside.
right now. I have to pull up damn knick-knack. All right, 1 second.
Wait, am I rolling deception? Who's rolling deception?
Yes, you're the one who's lying to his face.
There are a few of
I
us.
mean,
now.
I
Go-
can
Yeah, both of us were
assist.
lying.
For the record, just for the record, the coin trick, he said throw another paint on the tab. So we technically kind of spitballed a second favor there. So
Mm-hmm.
we
I'm
have,
not
a
lying.
we have a little bit to negotiate with.
Mm-hmm.
So his
Not that we should.
insight check right now.
Sorry, just to be clear, I said you can throw an extra paint on the tab if you want to, and you said
Done.
nothing.
I-
Like you didn't explicitly agree to that. You gave the vague, non-committal answers you've been giving. I mean,
Oh, he looks
I'm
at
down
you
for
guys.
it, I don't care about
You know, if I
the-
give
I said I'll
away
work with
everything,
it.
I'd be out of business real fast.
Say again.
You
If I gave away everything, I'd be out of business real fast. Nope, no tab. You gotta pay up front. Not gonna rip me off.
no, we already got rid of your interns.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we
Well,
already
yeah,
got-
and our deal was I would introduce you to the Archfey Silas, Emperor of the Blue Palace,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
thought that was
yeah.
a
Give
cherry
us
on
chairs.
former
Cheers.
inspector of the pearls.
I thought that was a cherry on top. I thought the with the
Hey,
interns they got the modifications to the ship.
Yeah, I think you're trying to swindle us, actually.
Coin's
I
walking
told
in
you that
now.
I would go ahead and get you introduced to Silas, and I did. If you guys didn't manage to negotiate a paid job on your ship, that's up to you.
What's going on?
I mean, for what
Like
it's
I can
worth,
punch him
Silas.
now, right?
Yeah, go for
Here's
it.
here's the thing. Do you want your interns back? Because we can just give you your interns back.
I'm going to get interns anyway from Silas. He keeps sending all the interns that he doesn't like
Wait, then why do you accept them?
because it's free labor for the first week.
Oh, so you're trying to to have them work for you for the first week and then just fire them. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Pretty good
Usually
gig,
just-
huh?
I'm surprised you haven't figured out a system to get them
I
fired.
thought you
Like,
said you're not a
you just
scammer.
asked a random group of people to fire them. Like you do that every week?
Why don't you just hire someone to do that for you?
Because that's extra money. Anyway. Oh.
What's this argument?
Damn. No! Fine. Okay, yeah, I'll do the stairs and paint for free.
Crystal like pets the stone.
Sometimes I hate you.
She like whispers to Son, thanks.
You know, he sometimes oversteps his bounds. He thinks he's so high and mighty that he can form his own court.
He'll do this at the flick of a wrist, but the ship's still not painted.
Oh, your ship's painted
What? When did that happen?
just now.
I wasn't asked anything. Why was it painted?
The fun part is you got it painted by Silas, the Archfey Lord of the Blue Palace.
Oh God, it's not
No,
orange, is it?
Do you have to say
Oh,
that every
no.
time you say his name?
Well, no, that's what he likes.
Is he watching us
Just
right now?
out of character, Nick Nack's the only one that thinks that that's what Silas likes because I want Nick Nack to say it all the fucking time.
Are you guys like together?
He looks at you,
Seem pretty close.
except for that one party. No.
Fair enough.
It's fair.
Now,
Bad breakup?
if you ever want to know a compromising thing, ask him about the pearl. Just saying. And he'll tell you all the stories that you want to hear. He'll curl your toe hairs. Anyway,
Keep
your
that in
ship's
mind.
painted with magical fey paint. So you just tell the ship what color you want the ship to be, and it'll be that color.
Yay!
Crystal takes off running towards the ship.
Me,
that's
wait,
crazy.
me too.
Wait, we still have more stuff we need to get. Oh, whatever, I'll just get
I'll
it.
let them go. We can get our. We can
Is the
continue
ramp-
shopping together?
Do you also install the ramp, or are we gonna have to like drag it over there?
Oh, I'll get a guy.
But he's gonna be the guy.
Works for me.
Oh, he's a guy who's in town at the moment. A friend of mine comes from overseas, but he owes me a favor. Big muscular guy,
Okay.
long
Interesting.
white hair comes down past his shoulder blades.
Huh.
As long as the ramp is bolted down on my ship, I'm happy.
Oh, he'll bolt it down.
If it is defective, we will ask for a refund, though.
How's a ramp going to be defective?
Staircase.
Staircase.
Staircase. Well, the staircase is going in already. The paint job's on there, and you asked for a ramp. How's a ramp going to be defective?
We didn't ask for a ramp.
He
Wait,
did.
stair.
Where would we do? There's already a staircase. Where would the ramp go?
Me in real life is
Next
so
to the staircase, handicap accessible.
Wait, but this is a different question. Wait, you're asking about if how a ramp could be defective, right?
Yeah.
What happens? Well, like, what if you stepped on the ramp for the first time and it just broke? That would be defective, right?
Fair enough.
Great.
What if it only went up?
Yeah, the ramp could just go up.
I need to draw that.
That was extremely
That's all that Silas shit. That's all that fade wild crap.
I should have.
It's for the ramp that is straight up.
Silas should have given you guys a ramp that only goes up or something. That only goes down.
It's actually just a ladder. It's actually just a ladder.
I think that's called a treadmill.
All right. You've got all the stuff you asked me for. Whatever you did with Silas is up to you. But remember, deal with those fake people. They're tricksy.
Okay.
Nick,
As long
do
as
you
the ship's
have-
painted.
Do you happen to
You're
have
one to
maps
talk.
for sale here? Like maps of the surrounding area?
Maps. Of course I got maps.
We were. Well, fuck. Nope. Silas is a liar. Suka's not. Well, yeah, he is. Okay. Sorry. Getting them straight. Two characters at once. But not in that way. Yeah, he'll just look at the maps first and see if there's anything worth following up on.
There's not.
If we were looking for information, you know where to direct us. We're looking for something in the area, a little outside of town.
Oh,
Who would we ask?
information. He looks around and draws the blinds shut. If you want information, you go down this alleyway. You open the door next to the white dressed guy with the black beak, got a gold ring through his nose. You open that door, you walk inside, and you ask your question.
Is that guy just always standing out there? Like all the
Yeah.
time?
His
Okay.
name's Stefan.
And where is
Can I
this?
ask you a question though? And can you be honest? Can you be really honest? If we go
I
through that
can.
alley and we walk through that door and we open that door, are we just gonna see you sitting there in a different costume?
You're not going to see a thing, except for a table with a light.
I don't know. He looks at the group. Those were the vibes I was getting. That's all I'm saying.
No, I'd believe it. It's good to
I
know.
believe it.
And where's this hallway? This place?
The alleyway.
Alleyway.
Oh, you know where the Rusty Lobster is, right?
Yeah.
Wait, are we talking about that alleyway where we bought stuff before?
Oh, you've been there.
I was about to say I wanted to go
Maybe.
there.
Oh, then
well,
you know where it is.
perfect.
Have a good day.
Is it?
Hey,
We
opens the
didn't.
blinds. Same perfectly normal business.
Did we confirm it's the same alleyway? It's a little vague.
Shh. Yes, go away.
Okay, well, let's just go to the alleyway. I have some stuff I want to buy from them. I don't think they got that stuff anywhere else in town.
All right. I believe you guys can hear a battle going on near the harbor. And the sounds come pink, silver, black, pink, silver, black, pink, silver, black.
Oh no!
Oh, okay, the ship's still there. That's good.
Is it like ship like strobe lighting right now? My eyes!
Exactly.
One dock worker falls over in
Seizure,
like a
epileptic
seizure.
seizure, yeah. Oh my god.
All right. So,
I think we're
as
done
you
here.
guys, anyone need to do anything else with Mr. Ciccelli?
I don't think so.
All right. As you leave Knickknack's Emporium, where are you going? Because
Alleyway.
Crystal and Tati are at the harbor.
I think Bruised and I are definitely still looking. We're shopping for stuff.
We
Okay.
just gotta ask a question, right? We gotta get some information. I might as well go do it now.
Okay. So you go to the alleyway.
Sounds like it.
All right. You find the large man standing at the end of the alleyway, dressed in all white. His hood is drawn low, but sticking out from under the hood is a black beak with a gold piercing, little ring on the end.
This is the place.
He says
This is
kind of
the place.
quietly.
Yeah.
Coins were calling, just out of character, whether there were instructions, but I'm pretty sure we just go in the door by Stefan, right? So Coin's going to walk in pretty nonchalantly, subtly even, not trying, like, giving the impression he knows he's meant to be here.
He nods at you.
Nods
The
back.
little gold ring wiggles a little bit as he does so. You
And
walk inside. There's a
Coin goes-
table with a light. You hear the door shut behind you.
is there like a chair at the table, or do I just sort of stand in front of
There's
it?
not.
Coin will gather himself for a moment, really try to plan out his words, and he'll say,
I'm. What information is available about Vorag north of the town, the mansion?
Okay. A scroll appears on the far end of the table,
Coin
just
will-
out of your reach.
Okay. Even if I attempt to reach it?
If you attempt to reach it, it's like an inch out of your range at the moment. Would you like to roll an insight check?
Yes.
Okay, with an 11, you haven't paid for it.
Coin in character is going to gauge the usefulness of this information relative to how much he would maybe sell information on a map about like a fishing
Okay.
spot or whatever, which I'm going to guess is probably like 5 gold to area based on like old stuff, but Eric, you can guide that if you think if he would differ on his guess.
In this case, with an 11, whatever this scroll is, you asked for all the information about this guy's mansion. There could be some very valuable stuff in there.
Yeah.
So if you'd like to increase that, I will let you, and I will scale based off of how much gold you can put down.
Okay. So I should clarify, is this the same place we did a few sessions back where they went in?
Yeah.
Okay, because Coin never went in, so he's
Right.
not already familiar with this. But I think
Correct.
inferring based on them going in and the little information he got, he'll probably be a bit generous on what he puts down for it, viewing it as
Okay.
valuable information.
Sure.
So for the number, internally the cogs are turning of like, well, what would I get out of this? If like, what is Silas potentially going to pay us out? I'm thinking, I don't know. He's thinking like 15 to 20 gold is probably like the high bar of like,
Okay.
even if I go higher, I'm probably not getting more info than this. But I think he's also assuming like I can just ask again if I need more. So let's say 17 gold. He
Okay.
throws down on the
17
table.
gold. All right. The scroll rolls across the table and hits the coins, which disappear. It bumps over where they had been and right into your hand.
Okay. The scroll is now viewable for him.
Yep. You're going
He
to
will-
find that in your let me fix this here real quick. And coin should have this. There you go, coin. You'll find that in your handouts.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Is that
Coin-
helpful for 17
Yeah.
gold?
I mean, it's helpful. I don't have a baseline to go off of, but I'm assuming I can work with that. So, coin, first off, I don't know if this is something I should DM you or if I can just say out loud. I mean, they'll figure
Let's
it out
send it
eventually.
to me a message real quick,
Sure.
just in case. Because it's kind of fun to keep secrets.
Yeah.
Because this is literally back alley dealing. Let me there you go. That help?
That helps. Is that
Yep.
something Coin can infer based off of this, or is
Yeah, off of the stuff he told you in the Blue Palace.
Sure. Okay, gotcha. All right, Coin will pocket this,
Okay.
and he's intending to ask another question. He's looking up to see if like the door is open behind him or there's any indication he's like.
Until you turn around, the door doesn't open.
Okay, Coin will look back up then at the table after putting the scroll up,
Mm-hmm.
and he'll say,
What information is available about Vorag himself?
Ooh. Oh.
Love to hear it from you.
Oh.
You will hear a snort in the darkness about 8 feet up in the air. It's low and deep.
Huh. With no chain, nothing has arrived on the table. or
Nothing
anything.
arrived on the table.
Does
I think Coin is gonna interpret this as like off limits or
Okay.
potentially like rephrasing. He's going to say,
is does Vorag intend to be helpful to others? Does Vorag view himself as a good person?
we'll say, holding out like 1 gold.
Oh, interesting. I'm going to take you to another channel real quick.
Oh
Sure.
shit. Here we go.
So here we go.
Hey, I just came here to buy some potions of enlarge. I ain't coming for this Vorag crap. I need to think about what suggestions Ruzid will give for tattoos when people don't have ideas. I've been writing down in my notes what different tattoos they'll suggest.
Yeah, at this point, Bryn's looking for just mana potions and spell scrolls, I think.
Oh yeah, mana potions, big brain, very good idea. I wonder if there's any spell scrolls I could benefit from just using. Are any spells that have like self as a target? That would be a good idea for me to pick up because I can use them now.
Any of
I have a
those
good
aura
Arcana
ones?
skill. Huh?
Mirror image.
I think Ruzid needs a mirror image. Maybe. Oh well.
That would be funny.
We're back.
It would be like, what would the mirror image even be? Like, it'd be so big.
Fire shield is really good for melee casters.
All right, what else, Coin?
Get it.
Coin is gonna kind of just wait a moment, thinking, just thinking to himself. And he will say, "Where can I find Vorag's mansion from here?"
You look at the map, and on the back of the map there is a map outside of town, just north of town. So you'll find that on the scroll. Yeah.
All right. If he already saw that before, then that question's moot.
Yeah.
Then okay, he will turn around to the door and walk out.
Okay. Stefan is there. He holds the door open for you as you leave, and you hear, "Have a nice day."
You too. Clear your throat if you need to.
And he'll walk out. He's trying to give off the gesture of joking around. He's not like taking a punch or anything.
No, he's good.
And he'll just. I'm assuming everyone else is out shopping. Is there anyone else around?
I assume the ladies got done fighting over the boat.
All right. We'll just cut to the rest of the party because Coin's essentially leaving, going back to
them
to group up.
Bell here. Saphira. Reading Discord. Saphira, what are you doing?
I think I'll go to the alleyway as well.
Okay. As you walk up, you see Stefan at the far end. His white robe is drawn tight. His hands are in the sleeves. His black beak sticks out of his hood with a little golden ring. You walk in the door?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a table illuminated in the darkness.
I'll sit down. I will pull out. Let me see. I forgot how much it was. 300 gold, and I'll say, I'd like a couple of feather tokens, one of an anchor and one of a fan.
Ooh, interesting. Okay, let me see here. 100. And you said of which one? The fan and what?
And the anchor.
All right. Yep. Your coins disappear, and 2 feathers appear on the table. One is wrapped with a silver thread around the shaft of the feather, and the other is wrapped with a purple thread. And the fan is purple, the anchor is silver.
You're beautiful. And I'll say, pleasure doing business with you. And I'll leave.
All right. Door opens. Stefan's there, and he says, All right.
And
Anything
I'll
else?
I'll just show them to any of the rest of the group that happens to be in the area, saying, for speed, for steadiness. Holding the fan for speed and the anchor for steadiness.
Cool.
Coin knots.
Interesting.
All right. Anyone else want to do anything?
Yeah,
I
Ruz's
think
gonna.
Ruzid and I are going shopping still.
Okay, where are you guys going?
Oh, we wanted to go into the alleyway still. I want to go in the alleyway at least.
Okay.
Oh,
You gonna
it's
go
just
in the alleyway?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
We're just gonna go
Rizid, you
inside.
make your way down the alleyway to the door.
Yep. And they'll go inside. And
Okay.
They put 1,000 gold pieces on the table and say, 3 potions of enlarge, 2 scrolls of blur.
Okay. For 1,000 gold. Okay. Blur. Oh, let me pull up blur. Blur might be. Yeah, no. You get 3 potions of enlarge. And 2 scrolls of blur.
Pleasure doing business. And Ruzu will pick up the items and leave.
Okay.
I got
As
some
you
scrolls that I
leave-
think will be helpful, Bryn. I want to try my hand at something, some of the stuff you do with the scrolls.
I look forward to it.
And he pulls out one of the scrolls of blur. I think this will help me survive in the fight.
All right. And Bryn, what do you want to do?
I'd also like to go in, but I think Bryn is maybe a little less confident in what he's looking for than because everybody else seems to just like have their money ready. So Bryn's gonna cautiously go inside.
Okay.
And he's heard from everybody else what to do. So he's gonna go inside and sit down and very meekly and politely say, "Hi, I'm looking for. I was wondering if I could drink a potion that would give me more stamina on the battlefield. Something that something like a magical arcane potion that I could drink to recharge my magical energy." Bryn is looking for mana potions or lyrium potions or whatever, if there's anything like that in this universe that would replenish spell slots.
Okay. Cool. And what's next?
Let's see. Bryn is also looking for various spell scrolls of interesting spells that he'd like to try. There is Wall of Fire, Polymorph, Melf's Minute Meteors. There's what was it called?
How much gold do you put on the table?
How much gold do I put on the table? That's a good question. One moment. Gotta do some math. Spell scroll level 2 is 120. Level 3 is 200. Level 4 is 320. Bryn starts by putting 1,000 gold pieces on the table.
Okay. Ooh, 1,000 gold pieces on the table. All right. So, all right. Yeah, you'll get those 3 spells you just listed on scrolls.
Okay.
And you'll get a potion of heroism.
Okay.
In addition to a single mana potion.
A potion of heroism.
And this is going to be a greater mana potion. So here's what that is.
I see. Excellent. Very nice. Could I have so let's see, I think I said Wallifier, Polymorph, and Melf's minute meteors.
Yep.
Um
One of each.
yes, please. How about cresting waves? And then Bryn's gonna put another I think it's like 170 gold on the table.
Resting waves?
Is that might be a homebrew spell. I assumed it was one of yours. But it was in the character builder. If you don't recognize the name, then never mind.
I don't recognize that one. Sorry.
That's fine. No.
Yeah.
Okay, I will not be using it. In that case, anything else? That will be enough for now. Thank you. And Bryn will exit the shop.
Okay. You hear Stefan, watch your back.
Thank you. I will. And then I quickly look over my shoulder to make sure that nobody's actually behind me.
There is someone behind you. And they slip into the door as the door attempts to close.
Is it... Okay. Alright, if it's...
They didn't bump into you.
Okay.
But someone slipped in the moment that you walked out.
If
They
didn't bump
were
into
dressed
me-
in a midnight bluish black suit of armor, and you just caught a glimpse of a red hilted dagger on their hip.
Interesting. Might make a note of that for later. Oh well. I'll join the rest of the group who's waiting outside.
Okay. Cool. So, Crystal, Tati, you rejoining the group?
I had somewhere to go.
Oh,
I don't
where
know
do you
if
want to
I
go?
remember. Is there a temple district in Inland Point?
Not per se. There are temples here. But as far as an actual temple district, not really. It's very
Can
much
I-
a hive of scum and villainy.
Yeah. Can I scout around for the Scum's temple of resting? Imkael's temple?
Ah, yes. You can find yourself drawn towards the graveyard.
Can Crystal follow Tati?
Sure.
I mean, you don't have to
If she
sneak.
lets you.
You're welcome to come. Also, you're not good at sneaking.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So let's be perfectly clear. The centaur with her hair in a mohawk-like braid, in bright hot pink plate armor, and a blue pen-sized gem on her chest, is following
Four.
the
I was just gonna
tattooed
add
rogue towards this graveyard.
Four hoofs on the cobblestone road.
Crystal starts
Clip, clop,
prancing
clip, clop,
like
clip,
the
clop.
dressage again. She's like, I'm sneaking.
Oh man, dressage. Okay. I have a friend who does dressage in Seattle. So
You really do know a lot of people.
I do. I know a ton of people. My dad is the middle of 7 kids, and I think I last count it's like 94 cousins. It's gross.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's pretty
it's
insane.
ridiculous family.
It's like Tati
All right.
level cousins.
Yeah,
Bed.
it really is. All right, so Tati, you make your way over towards the nearest graveyard. The temple here is just a low building. It's in good repair, but outside the fence is very much spiked, and the spikes are actually bent over to prevent people from getting out of the graveyard.
As any proper graveyard fence should be.
Yep. As you walk into the temple itself, it is a black marble structure with silver trim.
Cool. Do I happen to know if any of my family is working in Inland Point?
They would not be, no.
Fantastic. That's what I'm hoping for. Yeah, I'd like to just go in and meet whoever does work here.
Okay. As you make your way towards the front, there are 3 people in this temple. It's very small staff. There's one young man, probably, late teens, maybe a little older than you, younger than you. It's kind of hard to tell. There's a young woman who's got to be like 9 or 10. And then there's a third person who is a woman. She's got to be at least 60 or 70 years old. She's fairly straight as far as her posture goes, but her long black robes kind of hide her figure. She is wearing a very fancy, elaborately inked mask where the paints are only the width of a single human hair. They go into whorls and different designs. It just kind of mesmerizes the eye. It's
Hi,
red on
I'm
black.
Tati.
Yep.
Crystal freezes in mid prance.
The woman comes forward after waving at the young man and the girl and gestures to a pew. How can I help you, daughter?
I'm just arrived, and I wanted to see what the temple looked like.
Ah, dark, like the soul of this city.
It's beautiful.
However, it is beautiful in certain lights, yes. Who's your
Are you
friend?
very... I'll make introductions. This is Crystal. She's a centaur.
Hey there.
I see that. Thank you.
Crystal and I travel on the same boat.
On a boat? Ah. Many people travel on boats that come to Inland Point. You have a familiar air about you, Miss Crystal. Have we met before?
I can say pretty confidently no.
Ah. Interesting. Oh, well, I must be mistaken. I apologize. So, how can I help you, daughter?
We might not be here very long.
Right now, she's sitting sideways in the pew with her arm over the back of it, listening to you.
I was hoping that I could get some supplies to make a personal shrine on the ship. My companions face death very often, and I wanted to make sure their stories get told.
That is most noble of you, yes. Are you fervent in your faith?
Tati has like a complex feeling about that question. I know what I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm gonna do it. I just don't know how yet.
She reaches out and pats your hand. It's okay. I give you what you need, but remember, you may not be capable of doing so as of yet. But I give you what you need for when it is time. Yes? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Anya, ven para acá, necesito la cosa. Sí, la scroll, ya sé, de que él, ahora sí, gracias. Okay. Anya brings. The little girl comes over to you. Her long, straight black hair comes down all the way to her waist. And you get the distinct impression if she were to move it forward, she looked like the girl out of The Ring. As she is dressed in this little white dress. And she brings a scroll up to this woman. And she hands you the scroll. This will help establish a shrine wherever you so desire. But be cautious, you only get one of these from me. If you wish to use it at other time, do so. Imke will be with you. You have my blessing, daughter. And you are restored back to your full levels.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
When you're
It's dangerous to walk into these places. Well, that's not actually what I was intending to do, and I did not prepare my next level properly, so. Okay,
Eric is
okay. Hold on. Got it. Oh.
Is there anything else that we can do for you? Are you looking for a spouse? Dominic here is available. So. No?
He's cute. You should go for it.
I don't think I'm supposed to be looking for a spouse right now. Is there anything...
We could arrange for later if you so desire.
I'll keep it in mind.
He's quite kind. Quite dexterous with hands.
Is there anything I can do for the temple? This one?
Yes. Come with me. And she stands up. Are you willing to help too, Crystal?
I think I'm tied to this regardless.
Okay.
I hope we get sweeping duty.
No, not sweeping duty. Weeding of graveyard. And she puts an apron over Crystal's head and an apron over yours and gives you guys both pairs of gardening gloves. Do what you can. 1 hour should do. Blessings of Imkael upon you. And you guys both gain inspiration.
Nice.
After weeding for an hour.
Crystal starts trimming her hair. Is this for hair? I don't understand.
No, it's for the life that tries to escape the graveyard.
I'm sorry. Can you say that? What?
It's for cutting short the life that tries to escape the graveyard.
Gabe. People try to escape the graveyard? Isn't the point that they don't leave once they come here?
That is the point, yes.
The woman nods. Yes, once you come to Imkael's grasp, never should you leave.
Did you say grass or grasp?
Grasp.
I don't really think I understand. I'm just gonna do what she's doing.
Very well, Dr. Crystal. You be good. You do remind me of someone. It's the accent, I think.
Another centaur?
Possibly. I do not wish to be racist, but maybe you all look a little the same.
I think that qualifies as racist.
I apologize.
Like
I
the
swear
leg
it is
portion,
something
maybe.
familiar. It is something familiar about you. Maybe in the eyes. Maybe so.
Can I look at Crystal's
From behind
eyes?
her mask, from behind the black mask with red lines all over it, you see two bright blue eyes looking at you, piercingly looking at you, trying to figure out where she's seen you before.
Can I do an insight check on this woman?
Sure.
Perception, something. Okay. Can I do perception?
Sure. Wow. You notice that she, under her long robes, she has a dagger that has been drawn. And you can smell some of the same cosmetics that you are familiar with being worn underneath her mask and under the robes.
Okay, so out to the graveyard it is. That sounds great. Thanks for your help. Let's go cut
You
hair.
seem familiar. And she will watch you two walk out into the graveyard and begin weeding the graveyard. All right. So, anybody else got anything they want to do at the moment? Because Crystal and Tati are going to be busy for an hour.
Gardening at night, as you do.
Yeah.
Well, it's evening, but yeah.
That is what I do. Yeah.
That is.
It's actually morning for us because we all woke up 2 hours ago.
It's true.
It's still evening according to the clock.
Yeah, but who listens to that?
Yeah.
Coin's just hanging around waiting for
Okay.
who he's with to be done.
He did before. Well, actually, I guess it doesn't necessarily matter when, but he'll make a quick trip to the alleyway to Stefan as well.
Okay. You go inside?
He's just. Yeah, he goes inside fairly casually, and he sort of is like, "Hey, Stefan," and he sits down at the chair on his side, like on the guest side,
Sure.
and sets down a bag of 100 gold and a bag with, I think I already have it ready, an item I'm going to send you that he's hoping will be somewhat valuable and in exchange for the information he's going to ask for, because he's the way he's been described to me, he's a curious person, kind of an investigator by nature. So just in case this job gets taken on, he puts hopefully several hundred golds worth of items and cash on the table, and he says, are any locks, windows, or doors in the Vorag mansion in need of repair right now? And I have one follow-up question to be included with this, so don't give me too much.
A flask of oil appears on the table.
Okay. Follow-up question.
You get that.
He says, follow-up question. Are there any nights over the next 2 weeks where perhaps there's a ball, an event, a daughter's birthday party, where we know for sure that Vorag himself won't be home?
The door behind you opens.
Taking that as either a no or as a right this second. What do you think? What would Suke like? Should he roll something?
That's hard to read. Those are your two options.
Play it by ear.
Play by ear. Yeah.
Okay. All right, and then he'll inspect the bottle of oil and head out.
Cool. Go ahead and add a flask of oil to your character sheet, along with that other thing. All right.
I didn't get a message from you in terms of another thing.
Well, the thing that you sent me in Discord.
That's what he was trading. That's what he put down. I got that as a starting item. He was trading. He was putting that to increase the value of the information he would get.
Oh,
so he was
gotcha.
trading. He was offering
that did not disappear
if
from
it
you.
Does, okay, great. Then not a problem. Cool. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right. So. Wow. Okay, Tati. Scene. I saw that. Thank you. Cool. Yeah. Got it. So, anybody want to do anything before we close out for the evening? Because you guys are going to head up north to Vorag's mansion and check that out.
Yeah, so you can we can assume it's conveyed in party, at least for who's around coin. He will at some point pull out this map he has and fill people in on what he knows, which is you're looking at a map of the mansion.
You want to share the map with them?
Yeah, it'll be
All right.
common knowledge.
All right. You guys can find Vorag's mansion map in your handouts.
And you'll be filled in that the mirror of question, as kind of established earlier, is a hand mirror. It's not on the map, but the map is of the whole mansion, so we can do a bit of inference on, where to look. It's something to work off of, basically.
Cool. Well,
And
That looks
it's-
excellent. Thank you. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look how cool it is.
so,
Crystal
and
is gonna buy some like
Go ahead.
bedding for
Okay.
for blanket and pillows at some point. She doesn't have to roleplay it, but she is gonna
Sure.
buy stuff to put on her room on the ship.
Gotcha. Knick-Knack would definitely be the place to purchase that.
Would love to see him again. He's a great guy.
Yeah, Knick-Knack Shelley is a great guy. Sorry, choked on my words.
Oh, they should have punched him.
Saphira will buy.
That
like,
would have been
hammock
bad.
Supplies,
It would have been
What's Saphira buying?
like hammock supplies.
Hammock supplies. Okay. You could just buy a hammock if you wanted to.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Cool. Well, we will come back next week and we will continue the Toivoan Trainwreck as you guys have done your shopping. You've got a gig that was given to you by an archfey. Thank you, Damon, for playing as both Asuke and Silas tonight.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you.
And we are
Awesome.
going to pick up next week from there.